Perfect.
Really out for blood this time, look. Heard they was sleeping in sheet over, not killing some more. I just came back for the win. Lot of money in my head. Come tell a friend, made it to the top, ain't no way that they can stop me now. I just came back for the win.
Washing gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. Going up against, they're now all tied up. 1-1. Xitium is going to get taken down by Jez. You can now see Jez pushing up towards the B flag. Rock that 35 round. We have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Xitium. Sure enough, with the push from the backside, finds Jez.
Chelsea. Double duplo do craque. Faz clique aí, meu chat. Você tá no YouTube, faz o clique da jogada. Tomara tá.
Um som,
Vou cravar cima, crava esquerda, crava esquerda.
Tem um, só tem água, vai ter mais um.
Aí tem que forçar essa.
Pode ver agora, calma, segura.
Sub-Zero pernambucano. Nossa!
And we've got 2 players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god. We've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. Moving quickest in with the side of Nova. Dave, you're going in.
People see, there is one A now.
Marvel misses one, but doesn't miss twice.
Out. Oh my. Chris, he's all one. More. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a difficult sniper in this area, but right now you're just sniping. It ain't even close. Lucky. Get headshot. Costco, flip the smoke. Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
X7 was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make the...
Yo, this girl's dirty. Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artem, Misa coming through. What's that? Is that the kilo? Whoa! Artemisa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Chels. Finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts with the kilo, bro.
Yo, how are you?
I have been. Down herself on that Sparrow shot. But the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, brick stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there, Verdict, at the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone
Hi and welcome back for the first day of playoffs in this season of Mobile Mayhem. My name is Diana and I'm your host for today's games. We have here our dynamic duo caster Verdict and Gilmania with us, and we decided actually to wear sunglasses, if you just noticed, obviously, because I do believe this game's gonna be awesome and all the players gonna shine and we wanted to be protected, you know. But guys, how was your day? How are you, Gilmania?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, I had to wear sunglasses like you mentioned. I feel like these games are gonna be fire, so might as well protect our eyes, you know.
Yes, how about you, Verdict? How was your day?
Yeah, I think Gil's spot on. I think we've got a pretty bright quarterfinal matchup series for the day. We got two of them on deck, and I mean, it's only right we break out the sunglasses for some fiery matches like this. So I'm here for it. I'm ready to get rocking and rolling. We've got two great matchups on our hands tonight, Deanna. But before we move forward onto those, I gotta ask you, how was your day so far?
My day was amazing. I actually forgot we're gonna wear glasses and I did the makeup so you can see like the little flowers on my face. But then I was like, oh wait, we're gonna actually wear sunglasses. But no worries, I feel good. It was alright, thank you so much for asking. And you were mentioning about the games, right? So can you go over the brackets for today's game?
Absolutely. Standing or schedule for the day is the brackets have been set in stone. Axbite and Xitium are going to be our first series of the day. Team Mobility taking on Blue Kings Esports in our final. The winner of these two matches is I'll bring the bracket on screen so that everybody can see it. It is going to be winner of our first series moving on to face off against Nova Esports on Thursday. Team Mobility and Blue King Esports matchup. Winner of that one will move on to face off against Stamina as well for the semifinals. So I think we've got our, action-packed quarterfinals matchups lineup looking pretty solid. It kind of stinks that we don't have our third participating Stage 5 team in Limitless here, aka Strut Esports, as they got picked up over the weekend. But we got to make do with what we've got. We've got some pretty damn talented 4 squads that are going to be competing for those semi-final spots, Deanna.
Yes, I can't wait to see actually this matchup today, right? I was actually checking the stream and you guys looking absolutely amazing like always, right? And as you said, the first game is gonna be Exabyte versus Xitium. Okay, and I see both teams are in the lobby. And Gimena, can you go over the map picks?
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, for this first matchup of the night, Exabyte and Xitium, we're gonna start up on Standoff Hardpoint, game number 1, then moving on to Search and Destroy on Firing Range, third map of Control on Raid, then we're gonna get some Hardpoint Summit, and a potential 5th game of Search and Destroy on Takeoff. The bands, the Beatles from Exabyte, are going to be Hacienda and the Annihilator, while Xitium decided to get rid of Slums and the Sparrow.
Okay, I can't wait to see this game. I'm very excited. Any prediction, guys, before everything starts?
Oh, prediction-wise, Exabyte has been looking damn fire these past few days. After being picked up by the org, they kind of flopped in their first performance, but they have been just as good as gold moving forward. So I've got to favor them, as they're going to have the advantage of vetted players, but I'd be surprised to see Xitium snag a map or two. As a matter of fact, I have this one being our marquee match of the night, like highlighted one. And it's for a reason. I believe this one does have the potential to go to that game 5.
Okay.
That's exactly what I wanted to mention as well. I feel like this one particularly, in comparison to the other, has, like Burdick said it, a lot of potential to go to a 5th one. I wouldn't be able to tell who is going to take it, but I not only think that could happen, but I also hope for that to be the case, because these two, like you mentioned, ever since the last couple of days, they've been playing pretty good, and well, in here they got the chance to compete for the next stage here on the playoffs.
Yep.
Well, we're gonna get geared up for this first series. Everything is looking like it might be a green check mark across the top. You know what that means. Deanna's gonna be joining us back momentarily. It's Gil and I here on the 1s and 2s. Game number 1, Gil. Standoff, Hardpoint. About to say, if you didn't made your predictions yet, chat, now is the best time to do so, because we're about to fire it up for this first game in the series. We're going to see who's going to be standing out on top, who's going to flop. I think off the bat, I've got a favor in this first Hardpoint. Exabyte, with that being said, that might be a bad thing, because we know how well they play Search and Destroy. So maybe we're going to give the beneficial or the competitive edge to Xitium here to, kind of anchor us up for a spicy start.
Sir, I'm looking now onto the eyes of Karma. Karma right now, currently with no kills, but Verdict is not only using the Crack 6, not only using the Mythic Camo, but also the seasonal skin that has been recently introduced. Look at this beauty. Like, recently the skins have just been on a spree where everything gets more and more fancy, and well, in here I'm so sure that Karma is gonna kill it. So far he's gotten his 3rd kill, now ready for the 4th one, with the help of his allies, making sure that things are under control. Eventually he drops dead, but Lucky's gonna go for the retake, and the fight going to continue as the Bison has been added back into the meta. What are your thoughts on that? I feel like you've always told me that you are an SMG guy, so what are your thoughts on the Bison being back?
I think the Bisons are great for competitive. Not only does it, not shred super close, but it has the potential to give your abilities to be mobile, as well as have almost a undisposable clip. The mag capacity is brilliant. The damage in range is decent from short to mid. It's not going to be like that MX9 meta where you almost erase opponents, but it has the potential to do so if you're skilled. So I think it's a great trade-off. Right now, the trade-off is big benefits here on this P2 rotation. Bison in the meta has been great for those Holger players who want to get up close and personal. I think we have a couple of those in the lobby. We still have some Holger spammers as well, as the contest finally going to come through for Xitium. Down by about 60 points, and they're going to need every bit of this 20-second scrap time. It does not look like they're going to be able to do it. Faints is the last one alive, and there are 2 players here for Axbite as well. The double slide peak, only one going to be taken out. Faint's going to get dropped, and that is going to be the last little bit of time. Going to be picked up by the boys over at Axbite.
Yeah, Faint's only able to swing one at a time, drops to the ground, and well, that means that the entire of the team will be rotating onto this blue house now, trying to keep things under control. They've struggled so far in the first 2 heals, and now they are trying to take matters into their own hands. At a distance, Karma is trying to take them out, but I'm not too sure if that's going to be enough right now. Etsy is with things under control. Let's see for how long. Is patiently waiting inside of the hill alongside with his allies. Problem is that on the outskirts of it, plenty of them have been killed, and now there with a claw. It seemed like Karma was trying to get inside. Not going to be enough. Fane's going to remain alive. He's the only one now. And there's a few people trying to go back in. Let's see if they can do it. There you go, Derox with the Purifier. Derox with the defense going for the 3-piece. Yes, he can. Maybe he died, but did more than enough damage, but still not going to be enough. I definitely liked the way that Xitium was just rotating back to back to back inside of this hill. You know, they lost plenty of members, they lost plenty of lives, but they were always making sure that they were keeping players inside of it, and because of that, what once was like a, I want to say 70 points difference is now about 40. So well done in here, as they are now going back into the market.
Yeah, market side is where we're going to see P4 opening up here in about 5 seconds. 3 players on the inside. Derek's rocking the top side control. 1 player pushing in through the smoke. They have not been able to successfully make the breach. The contest is there. The numbers are there, but it's just not happening. Kree now going to be on the outskirts. Finally, a little bit of a break that might stick here. Faints needs to play his life. Only 1 player in the objective for Xitium. And a back and forth affair we've gone here in this P4 so far. 20 seconds in. Xitium going to finally be able to close a little bit of that gap, but it is going to be Axbite on the outskirts trying to get in the breach. There goes the Vortex. Going to be able to find 2. Jazz might have done enough damage, but there's still 2 more players here. The contest is just what we're going to have to live on. Etsy there for the slide peek. Etsy, 1 shot. Now going to be swung by 2. It is Karma coming through and wreaking havoc, as well as Jazz, who has just been undeniably popping off. He's sitting on 16 left. This first 4 set of hills. It is going to be Axbite with a little bit of a 30-point advantage and counting rolling into this P1 reset, Gil. With that being said, let's go ahead and pop in for a quick listen. Let's go ahead and dive into Xitium. Let's see if they can turn things around now, as they've got a 40-plus gap to cover.
I mean, check the statue.
Top runny, 1 bullet.
Where is statue?
One copy. Statue.
I don't see
Statue one shot, lucky.
I'm pushing statue.
He's tried to copy.
Yeah, copy.
Dead inside, there's 1 more.
Copy dead. I got statue. Get him here, get him off here.
Go left.
I need
25 point, one shot, Delhi on the box.
They got blue, this one blue.
There's 2 inside.
Miss you.
No, two ground.
Broken.
Only 1 in the point, guys. Only one.
I'm going for this, like the flip. I'm going.
You're top runny.
Go.
To market.
Top granny. He jumped down in the point.
One more. Go.
Alright, 15 seconds left to go on here, and you can already hear the rotations over. Call-outs are there, but the execution not looking too good. The calls seem a bit of a panic. Axbite tossed them in the blender early on and putting the pedal to the metal here on this rotation over to P2 too. So, Gil, things not looking great for Xitium. They still have an opportunity to turn things around, right? Oh, Gil might be still in the listen-in. There we go. Alright, we've heard listen-ins from the boys over at Xitium. Let's go ahead and get a sound on the horn for the boys over at Axbite. We'll go ahead and see how much they can get off P2 right now. They're popping a few operators, and it's looking grim for Xitium.
Alright, put he's close side, nobody comes. 1 block on bottom. One Bakali low. He's gas. 2 gas. Go on you.
2 gas.
Bakali dead. I think new 1. Oh, still play. 1 back Tilly.
One
Dead 2 on stage. One in you. Turn blue dead.
Nice.
One sitting on the... Wait, not...
Barrels.
I have you mid. 1 mid is low, mid life. 1 garden.
Dead meat and 1 more dead meat.
One mid.
I push spawns. Go inside, Luki, go inside. Luki, go inside. I have with Karma. I play with Karma. Go inside.
One barrel.
Okay.
Mid-box, he's going deli.
Let me go.
He's one shot.
One barrel, CG tanks.
Bottom.
Bottom dead. Spawn, blue bottom.
Things have been absolutely marvelous on the side of Axby. As a matter of fact, they are inch by inch closing this one down. 200-point marker. The break here is absolutely crucial. Need to hold off these players from Axby in order to keep the hemorrhaging from getting any worse, man. Xitium just tossed into a blender, as I mentioned earlier, Gil, and they have not really stood out and made any kind of fight back towards the end of this game.
Yeah, honestly, what for a second felt like a close fight. It was just the Axby just breaking through it and completely shredding through the opponents now. Caesar here with a claw is trying to get inside. There's plenty of people there. He's got to be cautious right now, just praying with that claw. Just waiting for his allies to be there and help him out. But that's not going to be enough. A great opportunity for the side of Xitium, but let's see for how long. Jazz getting inside with a double, getting killed by Fanes. Fanes the only one alive, gonna be eliminated by Lucky, and that's the biggest thing. I feel like plenty of the side of Xitium just tried so hard throughout this game, but they were not being capable to keep up with the power that right now the side of Axby has been able to brought into the table. Less than 20 seconds left for them to take up the dub, with plenty of kills for everybody all across the board for Axby, just killing it. You can tell with the Krieg, with the Bison, with the Holger, it doesn't matter. They are just doing an outstanding job. And Verdict, nothing else to be done. A few streaks are going to be used. Not that it matters so much. That is going to be a victory going in favor of Axby. 250 onto only 104. It was like only the first set of rotation, the first set of heals where Xitium was really fighting back, but then after that, Axby just started snowballing so hard that they became unstoppable.
No, you're absolutely right, and I'm taking a look at it. Exactly 30 points accumulated by Xitium after that first set of rotations. Okay, you go 4 in, you got a competitive, game. It's only a 30, 40-point lead in favor of Axby, and then, my God, bro. Axby just punched the gas, and they leave them in the dust, baby. What a game for them. 250 to 104. And that's right, Gil, if you're looking at it, it was a scoreline of like 115 to 74 rolling into that P1 reset. The blowers get turned on, they leave. Absolutely no question about it. Axby's here to play. And Xitium, man, it's like they were playing T-ball, bro. I mean, there were ample opportunities for them to get rolling, but I mean, once you took the ball off the tee, there was no action. I mean, the first set of hill rotations come through, you look competitive, but the game just got the best of you. Xitium not able to hang with the ranks of Axby. Right now, it's going to be the 1-0 lead in favor of them. So, wow, what a brutal start there for Xitium.
Honestly, it's kind of tricky because I feel like throughout the majority of that game, specifically Etsy and Greasy just struggled so much trying to find their own pace, trying to find their own place. They were just constantly dying, just constantly trying to go back into a fighting scenario, but getting outgunned in the majority, if not all of those situations. It was just so difficult for Xitium, but well, that is only the end of game number 1. I do still believe that Xitium has a lot to fight for themselves. We're gonna be moving on to some search and destroy on firing range, and I feel like there's an opportunity, but at the same time, I hope that they don't get too disencouraged by what just happened, because I feel like on the call they were still making the call outs and such, but never really felt like they were like actually paying attention to what was going on the minimap. I felt like although you were getting a call out, maybe there's a player here, there's a player there, they were not truly listening to each other in a way.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of intel and information being, shouted out, but not a lot of execution. It's kind of hard when you're not able to win a majority of those gunfights. And some of those value hills, they get broken so easily. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. That game was very disgusting to watch if you're a Xitium fan. If you're an Axby fan, I know you're just jumping in your seats right now because we're heading over to Search and Destroy on firing range. This is where Axby have been possibly one of the better teams in Mobile Mayhem EU for quite a while. And they're just going to be able to continue to flex their muscles rolling into Search or Destroy. We'll see if they can make it a 2-0 or if Xitium have anything, you know, up their sleeves, any tricks. They're going to need all of it right now. They're going to be on the defense for the first 6 rounds. Just forget about what happened in the hardpoint now. This is a brand new opportunity to get on board. We'll see if they can do so. Right now, no casualties as of yet. 15 seconds into the round. We're parking for a little bit of a push towards the A long side. You got one player in. How did Karma get all the way in the tower? How did you guys let that happen?
Wait, who's there again? What?
Karma is literally in the tower, and I don't know how he did it.
I mean, okay, right now. Hasn't gotten a kill until right now. He's been spotted! Has to be running out of there. Still gets the kill into HBC. Eventually dies to the hands of Fanes, but I'm honestly as surprised you were. It seems like the side of Xitium are being able to fight back in a way, but still not going to be enough as Fanes is left alone on a 1v2. Fanes with DLQ has gotten 1 kill so far. He is now trying to spot the second one, just trying to be cautious, trying to be careful, not trying to be spotted. And I honestly got no clue how Karma got there. I would have loved to be able to see that being the case, but well, still the bomb is going to be planted by Lucky. It's going to be all the way on the B site, and now Fanes is going to try to go for the retake. Finds the first enemy, misses the shot, and he himself takes a lot of damage now. Only 20 seconds left. And this is not looking too hot for the side of Xitium. Fanes here picking up that switchblade from the ground, effectively trying to change the pace of this, but with only 12 seconds on the clock, Verdict, not a lot to be done in here. He's been spotted once again. Derox finally finds that last kill, bringing in 2 for the squad, and the point will be given onto the hands of Axabite.
Yeah, it was. It was a close one going into the trailer side where we literally led to a 2v2 scenario. Greasy was going absolutely bonkers, but it is Derox who's going to get the shots to take him down, as well as the final kill on Karma, or not Karma, but Faints to deal the damage first round in. First round all good here for the boys over at Axabite. Xitium need to evaluate the strategies, need to find a way to utilize their life to the fullest and also keep Karma out of that tower side. I know it didn't have too much of an impact on last round, but any kind of map control like that is just absolutely, you're just asking for trouble. Right now, it's the conservative approach here for Axie here in this second round. They're looking to play those picks, and they've got snipers that can bring the most to the table. It's Lucky trying to get on board for his second. Not a peep, not a sound, nobody in sight either, so there we go, playing with pixels, gets the shots landed right there on the 10 site, going to be able to clear the trailer out. There's one player left. And here comes the push. It's Cree on the inside. He's going to have to double bag. A lot of map control going to be given up off those 2 kills, and that is going to be Axabite continuing to capitalize on the player advantage. Going to be able to find 2 more, and that's going to leave Cree in a 1v5. Bombs planted. 40 seconds on the clock. A lot of pressure here for him to perform.
There you got it. Lucky with that 3rd kill of the round will clutch it up. Verdict, that's another one for Axabite, just doing an outstanding job. The side of Xitium are constantly trying to fight back, but if I'm not mistaken, that last round they got no kills, right? That was a perfect round for Axabite.
Cree got 1, but that was it. He was 1 and done.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that. Let's see how good or bad they do on round number 3. Right now, over in the middle of the map, there's HBC about to be throwing a nade. Has to be cautious, though. Will be throwing it right now. Not going to connect onto anyone. Unfortunately for him, the shots are going to begin to be fired from the inside of Wood. Now, that's a call for HBC to be spraying onto that area, but that's still not going to be enough. Gets spotted by Cree. Double kill for Cree.
Wow.
Another more for Lucky. Jazz pushing forward now with this Holger. Not going to be anyone in here in the vicinity, but so many kills happening at the same time. By the way, it seems like once again Derox made it all the way to the top on the sniper nest, but I don't know, man. I feel like Xitium are just not on board onto keeping things under control for the side of the defense.
Oh, big kills here for Greasy. Not going to be able to seal the deal. He's going to try and get away, but Derox has just had everybody's number today. I don't know what that was. Faint's going to be left all alone. Bomb's been planted. It's a 1v3 scenario for the clutch. Ice in his veins. Lucky says, nope. No ice here, baby. This is melted ice. 3 rounds solid here for the boys over at Axbite. Just absolutely putting the pedal to the metal. Never skipped a beat from the hard point so far. And wow. Side of Xitium have been playing Regain for the past 3 rounds, as well as the last set of hills, last 4 set of hills in that hard point. Doesn't look like they've been able to pick their heads up. Right now, it's going to be Creed finding that first blood. Etsy following up with a second. This might be the round for them to kind of put things to a halt for Axbite, who has just brought the hammer down from these past 2 games so far. 3v5 scenario. Bomb plant's going to go down. No, Etsy's going to be there to take down 1, but Derek's going to be able to find the trade. Trades are not going to work here in this instance. This is a 2v4 scenario. Bomb's still in the hands of Lucky. He has not gotten that bomb down, but Derek's has more problems on his hands. It's going to be the push here from Faints and Greasy. Faints going to be able to find the last 2, and that's going to be finally a point on board for Xitium. As they're going to be able to catch their breath, take a step back. This defense has been just very overwhelming so far. 1 round is successfully done. They got 2 more to make something happen, Gil.
Sir, yes, sir. Good round for them. Kree now with 5, Faints with 4, Etsy with 2, Greasy with 1. And let's see how they unfold now. Everybody is pushing onto the A side. Etsy may be able to hear that bomb being planted right now, and that's exactly going to be the case, right? Begins to shoot at Jazz, but not going to be enough. Double kill for HBC with a nade, who continues to push throughout the middle of the map. He's going to get knocked out. He's going to go for the retake onto Trailer, but Jazz just too clean there. Not going to be enough, though, as he gets spotted by Faints at a distance with that DLQ. Let's see if Faints can close it up once again. 1v2 against Derox and Karma. Karma on the head glitch from the bomb. Derox pushing from behind with the Bison, moving too fast for Faints to react on time. Another one into the books going in favor of Axibite. And those early mistakes on these rounds are just being punished by the hands of Axibite. Yeah, that double kill with a nade for HBC was great. But even with it, they were just unable to fight back.
No, they weren't. Right now, they're getting tossed around like a ragdoll. Lucky is jumping up like a cracked madman. I think he might have spied it. Yeah, there it is, the wall bait. Absolutely gross. 2 for 1. Fate's going to be able to finally call the number of Lucky, who has just been wreaking havoc. 8 kills solid. We'll see you next round, though. 3v2 scenario, player advantage finally back in the hands of Xitium. They've been able to do a little bit of damage with some advantages. Right now, it's staying alive. Derek's, who has been an absolute dynamic player here in the Search to Destroy, has 7 on board. Caesar going to be able to quickly even things up. Gets the equalizer. Going to be able to drop 1 player's Derek's and just continuing to run around rampant. He's going to be able to find the last one. Oh, that's Caesar. 5-1 lead as we flip sides. First 6 rounds, just an absolute repeat. Copy pasta from the hard point. Just toss into the blender. We'll see if they can do anything differently here on the attack as we're going to flip sides. Things just not looking good for Xitium today. I don't know if they're going to be able to recoup from this first 6 rounds of a brutal beating that Axibite has just been delivering here in both games so far.
Not looking good whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen. Xitium struggling like crazy, and maybe us hoping for a game 5 was just too much to ask in here tonight for them. Right now, 5v1, like you mentioned, and changing sides. I see Etsy with a bomb, but they are not too interested on being aggressive. They are just playing for picks, playing to wait until the enemy's mistake, but I'm not too sure that's going to come through. And as soon as I say that, Lucky with a headshot will make sure that he takes that kill onto Kree. Kree now underground on the grave. Karma is holding the A-long. Karma on A-long, just patiently waiting. It seems like SD just rethinking what to do, but Verdict, it doesn't feel like it's in them tonight. I don't think that they are making the right calls. I don't think they're playing to their best, because I'm not in here, right? Ooh, okay, 2 kills are going to happen at the same time. Jazz going to be able to answer back, but still, I don't feel like that's going to be enough right now. Jazz was praying with that Holger, and because of that, Rico wasn't actually able to get those kills. Now, through the smoke, careful with Derox. No, he's down as well. Okay. Finally, some sort of control will be given to Xitium, but the problem is for how long that control is actually going to be for them. Double kill for Caesar. Boy. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Where is the control when you are on a 1v3. HBC is completely on his own. Still 30 seconds left. Has no idea that Caesar is already behind him. That is gonna be a triple for him. He will run to defuse that bomb and verdict. That should have been a round for Xitium.
Oh
but
my.
yet again, Axibite are taking it. What is going on now?
I have no idea. Xitium just did not wake up on the right side of the bed today. They're getting tossed around like a cold pillow, man. Other side, not looking good. It's the defense that started off rough. This first attack round looked pretty promising, and then you insert Caesar in the equation. If it's not Derek's, it's not Lucky. It's a triple-edged sword. It's Caesar, and they are frying right now. The 1v3 clutch coming through absolutely beautifully done. Back to the drawing board, Xitium goes. They have made tremendous improvements in a search or destroy. Right now, they are just free-falling to the ground without a parachute. Last chance opportunity. It's a 1-6 lead in favor. Map point for the boys over at Axibite. Man, they are just taking care of business right now. 30 seconds into the round, first blood came through. It was Kree who was able to strike first. Trying to get each and every angle covered, man. You never know where these Axibite players are going to be at. HBC is going to call the number of Derek's. That's a big kill coming through, but still got two clutch players in Lucky and Derek, or Lucky and Caesar, who are still alive, and that is a problem you've got to deal with. Through the smoke, Karma's going to try and take some shots from the trailer site. 3v3 scenario right now as Feint's going to get dropped, make it a player advantage in favor of Axibite, and this might do it, Gil. Kree, one shot. Greasy Gracie, last hope. 1v2 scenario, 55 seconds on the clock. He's eating bullets left and right. His number's been called. Karma going to shut it down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head to the control. 7-1 lead. Continuing to stay in the hands of Axibite. 2-0 to be exact. They just need one more.
And it's not even like the games are remotely close. That hard when I said it, there was like a short window where Xitium fought back on hardpoint, but after that they are just not showing up any sort of sign that they are in for the business, in for the biscuit. And well, in here, a 7-1 on the quarterfinals first match for us here tonight. Axibite are gonna be super happy, I'm sure about that. And well, MVP was given to Lucky, who was the only one to break through the double digits mark. He ended up getting himself 10 kills, doing a great job. But honestly, it was the entirety of the team making sure that collective power was too hot for the enemies. And now, as we begin to get ready up for what could be the last game between these two, anything to say, Verdict? I feel like I was just waiting for something else on this match, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you. I think Axibite woke up and decided to choose violence, and Xitium just didn't wake up. I mean, first set of Hell rotations looked great in the hard point, and then we got into the Search and Destroy. You know, I just completely skipped the second set of Hell rotations because they were not worth talking about. 30 points on a potential of 240 opportunity. You missed by a lot. Search and Destroy looked exactly the same. Xitium did not eat their Wheaties this morning, and it is showing. We are into the thick of the action. We are damn near already over with this series. It's been 2 swift victories so far for Axibite. Xitium, can you wake up? Can you contest? Can you make this marquee matchup that I anticipated? Jay came through with a raid earlier, and he said, I'm hoping that we get the most out of these series. And I'm still scratching my head. Xitium didn't show up to play today, and it's showing. Axibite did. And they are absolutely dominating right now and making it just look absolutely easy. I don't know what else to say.
What else is there to say besides that? It's just them dominating right now. They're probably going to be anxious just to be starting on the next one. Actually, there's still Derek's missing over there, but boy, oh boy, is this going to open the possibility for this to be a quick one. I mean, like, we've been live for a while, yeah, but for how long have they actually been playing? I want to say like, what, 20, slightly over 20 minutes? And it's already 2 games and done for the night. Oh, wait a second. Verdict, now that I'm thinking about it, do you wanna talk about Twitter and something about you involved with one of these teams? Because I find it mad funny, you know? If I'm being
Oh,
honest.
yeah, that's right. That's right. It's all fixed. I wrote the script. Look, in order for in order for me to receive that Axabite gift package, that includes some
They had to win
tremendous.
this, right?
Yeah. I had to rig this in order for. You know, it's also due justice because if we're taking a look at the bracket, which I'll show on the screen real quick before we jump into the next match, if you recall our Spawn episode from a few weeks back, it had Nova players featured in it, and one of the things that Nova said about Axbite is this team is not competitive enough to even, you know, waste their time with. Well, the winner of this series does move on to face off against Nova, and I think it's just due justice and, you know, karma coming back around if we do see this matchup go. Yeah, you know, Axbite do go to, you know, the semifinals and beat Nova. How tremendous would that be? We'll have to go back and clip it and say, hey, Nova, were Axbite not really a factor? Were they not competitive enough? Are you not going to get practice out of them? I don't think that could potentially... It has potential to happen, but I don't know if Nova would allow that. But at the same time, imagine the world of possibility.
Imagine?
Yeah. Like, Nova is literally calling Axbite dog water, and then they just come through and absolutely destroy them in the Mobile Mayhem semifinals. Boy, oh boy.
Who knows? Oh boy, indeed of a verdict. There's no more waiting for us. Let's go straight on to game number 3. We're heading towards the... What is it that you called it? The beautiful hills of California?
Oh, it's the Hollywood Hills of California, baby. It never rains in Southern California, baby.
Yeah,
This is always a great map to watch, not necessarily play if you catch my drift. Some of the people in Mobile Mayhem don't like this one, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we've seen a more beautiful map introduced into Call of Duty other than this raid map. This one is, I mean, to a T, one of the better looking ones, as well as a great one to cast. Right now, it's First Blood's in, trades galore. 2 players left standing for Axbite, and a little bit of a difference here in this third game. It's make or break for the boys over at Xitium, and they're putting their money where their mouth is. Right now, the first tick of progress is going to come through. Karma going to be shut down on the rotation over to get this spawn trap enabled, but 2 ticks of progress going to go unscathed here. B progress looking pretty promising, Gil.
Pretty promising indeed right now. Lucky trying to go for a defense. Not going to be enough. Kree with that double kill will allow the squad to get things under control. Over 2 minutes left, and Kree still pushing forward. Kree with 5 kills going for the number 6, but Caesar's going to say no to it. Caesar defending, but then from behind there's Etsy. Etsy with a surprise play already onto Animus business now. Hiding under Kavi, going in for the kill onto Lucky. Not gonna be enough. The kills department are gonna be really close to one another, but the timer is still plenty for Xitium to just figure out a way to fight back in here, figure out a way to actually stay alive on this quarterfinals of the players on Mobile Mayhem. And well, for now, they're doing a great job, but not the best one. They gotta improve slightly more to make sure that they get some sort of advantage in here. Right now, coming down from the middle of the map, there's Fanes pushing onto the kitchen, but Jazz with a headshot will quickly eliminate him. In what once was close, now that's a 5 kill gap going in favor of Axabite, which is just disastrous for Xitium. Derek's with a double kill. Derek's looking to find some more. He knows that they're going to be pushing through this side, going for that kill. Almost getting it onto Kree, but there's no sign of them getting close onto the objective. And with time getting slower, lower, and so is the amount of lives left for the side of Xitium. And the defense being nearly perfect for them. There's with the double yet again. I think we already got a clear 1-0 in here for this control.
It's looking like it, and this is what happens when your attacking strats are one-dimensional. You get that B site, but, you know, it's kind of like they walking around like lost ducklings after, you know, trying to cross the street. I mean, you don't have a clear path over it. You haven't done any kind of work and recon to necessarily open the floodgates over there, and it's starting to show right now. It's Greasy who's trying to get some damage in, but the time does not even go down. It's 29 seconds left. The kills come through. The defense holds strong. And what started off to be a great round for Xitium kind of just peaked after that B hit. They had no idea what they wanted to do afterwards, and it kind of showed. So, 1-0 lead in favor of Axbite. They have been bread and butter today so far, Gil. What are the chances we see a 2-0 come through? Well, Caesar takes his life into his own hands, and not 100% sure what happened, but We are going to see some Grav Vortex pop. Nothing to come and nothing to show of those. So operators being burned left and right so far.
Yeah, right now the side of Xitium being on defense, doing a great job. But the problem is, like, with Xitium just peeking randomly at some point of the map, you gotta start to wonder if that's actually good enough for them. They don't need a peak, they need a complete great game throughout the entirety of it, you know? It's not only about small peak that maybe gives you a boost of confidence that just quickly strips away onto the enemy's hands. In here, I'm looking at Feints, and I don't know if you realized, but he's already onto the enemy spawn. I'm interested to see if he's gonna be able to get onto their behinds, as they are all capturing Bravo. Feints has realized that a few of his allies have gotten kills, but still not gonna spot them. Triple kill went through in that meantime for Lucky. And Feints, like, yeah, you're on the spawn, but you are nearly not doing anything whatsoever. They've lost control over the hill. Like,
yeah, and then look at the map control here in kitchen side for Jazz. He's just putting in massive amount of work. Could have gone big, but does get shut down, so they deal the damage to that threat. Xitium trying to buckle up and saddle for a big defense here. They're going to need it. 13-11 in life count coming through. 1:20 on the clock. And I started to see the rotation overthrough for Axbyte too. I mean, you kind of noticed that leading towards the A site once that third tick of progress was being solidified. Right now, it's Lucky all on his own, trying to get a little bit of map control. A little bit of hemorrhaging here for the boys over at Axie as they're trying to find a way to break this defense. And right now, things are looking pretty marvelous and magnificent for Xitium.
Taking advantage of their own defense is something that I did not realize until someone mentioned it in chat, as they only have one life left on the side of Axbyte, and I don't think there's much else for them to be done. Lucky is trying to push through mid, but not fights to the ground. Sorry. Did you realize that there's 5 Holgers on the side of Axbyte? Look at them go. Like, you were talking about spamming Holgers, and well, they went deep in for it, and well, not doing too bad for themselves. You know, you got players like, for example, actually, Jesus Christ, I just realized that most of them are on negative numbers. That's a good sign for Xitium in a way, isn't it?
No, it is. It's a great sign for Xitium. Right now, they're buckling up for a B hit. They've already got 1 tick of progress, and just to mention, Chad, if you don't know how control works, the more players on the hill, the faster the time is going to be accumulated. Caesar right here going big. Finally going to get shut down. Etsy going to be able to keep the dream alive here on the B side. Need to start getting those one-dimensional pushes over towards a, defer strategy that could pan out for longer game situations. Right now, Predator's going to be popped. It is going to be Etsy going absolutely hammer. Going to be able to find 1, but it is going to be to be progress. Going to be reset back to 2 ticks. Now we're going to get a little bit of stroke of genius and Feints. Getting this A hit down and packed early on. Let's go ahead and tune in for a quick listen in. Let's see how the comm sound and the morale sounds, as they might be able to steal around here if they're able to get this A tick progress. So we're going to go ahead and dive in with Xitium.
Money one tap, 3-5.
I have your mid-step,
Money. Bo, top. Nice.
Push,
SPC, get on the side, watch your mid.
One is pushing respawn, Purify on respawn. Oh, fucking.
It's fine.
Money weak, I'm needing basket.
Dead, Purify.
Finish A.
PC, try to get on B if you can.
Okay.
One shot, Zig.
Basket.
What the fuck? Mid-step, 1 bullet.
Basketball. He's pulled behind the head.
One mid-step, yeah. He's pushing bar.
Mr. Dead.
We can
Try
go
to get in this
very well.
spot. We can
Blue one on B, behind the blue one.
drive it.
I'm watching you drive it.
He's left corner.
No.
Alright, comms coming to a halt after a magnificent approach over at the A site to get the job done, but they only have 6 lives remaining. And ringside has been locked down. Absolutely nobody should make this transition. Look at it. Complete control here on this B side of things. Tremendous map control as well, Gil. 5 lives, make it 4 as Feints drops. Things started to look good, but now it's starting to unfold. Axbyte here to play. They have been Johnny on the spot with these trades, too.
Hello? Only 2 lives left. There's only so little you can fight back with. But at the same time, they're getting the control. You know, Etsy getting that kill. Everybody trying to get inside there. Gotta survive, and they are trying to do so. Only 1 left. Only 1 tick left as well. Can they do it? Going for the defense, and the push from Derox is gonna pay off. Okay, although they struggle with Lysol there, I definitely liked the way that Xitium were playing. You know, it was an interesting way to approach a control kind of game mode, but it paid off. You know, I feel like maybe if you are not necessarily getting those kills, but getting the control per se, even if it's only 1 or 2 players, maybe that could bring in the difference that they need in here. But as of right now, they are with the backs against the wall on the side of Xitium. And well, Axabite a single step away from taking it all in these quarterfinals.
Yeah, they are. Darox is on a burner right now, heating up and just getting better as the map progresses. We talked about them being negative after that last round. Everything just took a 360 turn. Axbite trying to finally close this one out. 3-1 fashion as the B takes a progress come through. Xitium are scratching her head. Let's go ahead and double down for a second, listen, and let's see if Axbite can shut it out in a 3-0 fashion. We're going to go ahead and dive in for a quick listen in.
Please sponsor.
He pushed driveway, be careful. Just play kills, play kills. I have one
Meeting
of
kitchen, bro.
It's in garage. Yeah. Top B, top right.
He's guys.
bedroom.
Está muerto, dead.
Okay. Let's go from circle. Let's go from circle.
One more kitchen.
One top circle. This mother. Top circle.
He's not picking. He's down now, Gookie. He's on the right side here, glitch, bro. To heaven.
Don't pick his door. He's dead.
Go for kills.
One kitchen low. Kitchen one shot.
Luki, espérame, voy junto.
Una bala César en rocas, son 2.
One bar. Few dead heaven. Another big shield dead.
Flow in 3.
Heaven one tap. He's not
Dead
dead.
3.
Heaven one tap.
One jungle.
Play for kills.
2 dead. One more 3 side.
Oh boy. Foot to the gas pedal, all the way down. 1 minute left to go. 4 lives, make it 3, make it 2. Things are just not it. It's not happening. Kills come through. Jazz shuts it down, ladies and gentlemen. 3-0 fashion. The 3-1 win in the control. Gil, hot damn. Axbite look good.
I don't know if you caught on to that, but did you see Lucky just straight on spawn dropping the enemies with a claw?
Oh man, I saw.
What,
yeah.
Maybe...
What a freak.
I think it was like 6 or 7 kills in a row, right? Them just trying to walk and fight back, but shot down by his power, by the spraying of that operator. It was just a brilliant play by him. You said it, a 3-1 victory for Axabite on control, but a 3-0 in the overall series. They will be moving forward on the playoffs, and on this map particularly, the MVP has to be given to someone, and that someone is gonna be Caesar. But if you look at those numbers, everybody just putting in heavy amount of work on the side of Axabite. A well-earned victory for all of them. And well, the first match of the night, personally, I gotta tell you all, slightly disappointing for me, but at the end of the night, GG well played to the side of Xitium. I know it's not easy to play at the highest stakes, so keep on grinding, keep on playing, and hopefully we'll see them probably on the next season, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that's absolutely what you need right now, because your hopes of getting the semifinals action with Nova, they're out the window. Xitium failed to find one map, ladies and gentlemen. What a blender they were tossed into. Axbite clearly came with their A game, and it was not even close. I mean, those search and destroy rounds were brutal. The hardpoint looked good after the first set of hills, but everything just kind of went out the window. Hell, even this control looked doable at times, but it was Axbite who just came through with the absolute most energy, and they're going to be taking it to the semifinals on Thursday to face off against Nova. We're going to take it back to the casting, or the host desk, where we're going to be joined by Deanna. Wow, what a beatdown.
Yeah, it was. And, I just remember about the comment you did that someone from, Mobile Mayhem doesn't like raid. Who is that person?
I don't know.
I just remember.
Zitium don't like raid. That was,
okay.
Yeah. That's where their Mobile Mayhem journey ended today. That's
yeah, they did not like raid. But yeah, we did start it with an awesome hardpoint. I did enjoy it. Obviously, we did have the hardpoint on standout. If you missed the games, right, you can always sub to Verzik's YouTube channel and you can go over and check the VOD. But I'm gonna break the games very fast. Okay, we did start it as fast as Xitium actually won today. Xabite actually won today, my bad. But We did started with a good lead on the side of Xitium, talking about the hard point. P1 and P2 were all in favor of them. I do believe Xitium couldn't even touch it for a couple of seconds. And then the P2 rotation opened with Xitium on the point and managed to get some of the points closer. And P2 continued to give them some points, but was not enough. The P1 reset turned things around for them, and P2, and on the P2 we did saw operators coming from both sides and score streaks that were built by kills, but Xitium had more success. 3 players, I think, from the side of Xitium had more than 30 kills, and on the side of Xitium, just 1 player had, I think, 23, the rest of them had less kills. Going into the S&D, damn, that was I like that map, okay, a lot of possibilities, especially if you are a sniper, but we did start with a 3 rounds win on the side of Xitium. The 4th round, I think, was the only one that Xitium actually won, that looked very promising, and they actually won. And then Xitium started to push aggressive on the A side, planting the bomb and getting successful in the gunfights. We did saw a lot of 1v3 situation, 1v2 situation that weren't very good on the side of Xitium. There was always 1 player against like 2 players from the side of Xitium, so yeah, it was quite tough. And then we did saw, after we switched our sides, that clutch that Caesar did, 1v3 with the Holger, was actually very good. He even managed to defuse the bomb. And we did got the second win, 7-1 on the side of Xitium. Going into the control, the first round started with a fast B cap on the side of Xitium, Xitium, and the advantage that Xitium had in life actually disappeared, and Xitium won. Going into the second round, there was the defense for Xitium, and they started getting some kills. It was very promising. They used operators, they got a lead, and Xitium wasn't able to actually get the map control. I do remember someone was in the kitchen, I think Jazz, and he couldn't actually get the map control that we were expecting, and they lost that round. Going into the third round, we opened with some score streaks on both sides, and Xitium actually had some actually a couple of life advantage and won. And going into the last round, we did saw a very good map control for Xitium, and they actually managed to win this control in a 3-1 and this series in 3-0 fashion. So yeah, overall, I was expecting to go for a 5th game, but yeah, it's very nice.
Ooh, I don't know if Xitium could handle another beatdown. If we would have played 5 games straight, I think it would have been a 5-game spread where Xitium just absolutely stomped the HE double hockey sticks out of. They would have stomped the hell out of them. I don't think it would have been any different. I think Xitium came to play. Xitium were not prepared for the heat. They got all the smoke, and they just got devastated. That was a brutal way to go. I mean, this looked like it had potential, and then we got into that second set of hills in the hard point. I was like, well, damn, Xitium are just. I mean, we're not going to see them a lot today. This is going to be a swift 3-0, and that is exactly what we got.
Exactly, and as we said, it was a great matchup, right? We are already up for the second matchup of tonight, and the last one is gonna be Team Mobility versus Blue King, but we're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna be right back. Hi guys, and welcome back. We did have a short break, obviously, but we are ready for the second game of tonight and the last one that's gonna be Team Mobility versus Blue King Esports. Verdict, any prediction for this matchup?
Predictions would require me to make a accurate decision based on who I think is going to win. I don't believe Blue King Esports have what it takes to take this one past a game 3. I think this is going to be a smooth 3. I think this is going to be a quick day of Mobile Mayhem, and what we thought was going to be, you know, 2 great best of 5s after that first series, I'm coming back to reality, and I think Team Mobility is going to just absolutely crush Blue Kings.
How about you, Gil? Do you have anything to add?
Honestly, I wanted to hope that maybe Blue Kings could specifically bring in a fight on S&D with Legacy General Gore instead. But outside of that, I feel like their response gameplay is usually not the best it could be. And on S&D, there's an opportunity, but at the same time, on Team Mobility, you got monsters like Honor. You got right now, who else is playing? It's Ether, Sorky, and Storm. I feel like it's just gonna be super difficult for them. They are gonna be in for trouble. So yeah, I think I gotta go with the side of Team Mobility as well.
You know what? Deciding to wear sunglasses today was probably the absolute best decision, because we've seen like one team already tossed into the fire in the pits of hell. So I'm thinking these matches were bright for a reason, but it's not for the reason that we anticipated. This is actually sadly messed up. We should not have condoned this kind of violence.
Well, I just know whoever came up with the idea was a genius. I'm just saying, you know.
Brilliant.
Exactly, it was myself, just saying. But yeah, we couldn't finish, you know, our Mobile Mayhem season without having sunglasses on, you know. We need to make it like every season at least one.
Yes.
No?
Theme streams for the remainder of Mobile Mayhem. We won't have any more unthemed streams, especially during the regular season. It'll be one theme or another. It'll be small little hints. I don't know if you guys will know. So maybe we'll just wear green shirts one day. Maybe we'll wear hoodies one day. You get the idea. We'll have theme streams moving forward. I love it.
We love it. And yeah, I do see both teams are in the lobby, and I can go over the maps first. We're gonna start with a hardpoint on Summit, followed by an S&D on Takeoff. Third game is gonna be a control on Standoff. The fourth game, if we're gonna get one, is gonna be a hardpoint on Slums, and the fifth game is gonna be an S&D on Raid. Hacienda and Purifiers went on the side of Team Mobility, and Fighting Range and Annihilator on the side of Blue King Esports.
All right, well, you know what that means. We're going to go ahead and put our foot to the pedal. Deanna's going to be joining us after this series and conclude our stream. Gil, we've made our predictions. We've made our beds. We've got a lie in it, and we decided to go ahead and shack up with Team Mobility. I think that's the right call. I think this team shows tremendous amount of respawn and search and destroy skill, as well as being able to close out controls. We're going to see if they can close this one out in a 3-0 fashion. Thoughts? Do you want to back out of your decision of saying Team Mobility is going to absolutely destroy, or do you think this one could have potential to go to a at least a 4th game based off search and destroys of Legacy's past?
Wait, was that a...
We literally didn't move. It was...
I mean,
yo, he was been reading.
Like,
you were reading chat, weren't you? You just look like you were like.
I was. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's been a. Ever since Deanna told me that the chat was being hilarious, I've been looking at it, and she was like completely right. I don't know what you guys are onto, but keep doing it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, people commenting on the glasses. Yes, we are wearing glasses, and we love it. And also allows me to be reading chat without feeling bad, but then at the same time I sometimes lose track, and I do apologize for that, Verdict. I do apologize for it. Okay, so we have Heartburn on Summit, right, Verdict? That is gonna be the first one of the night.
That is right.
For these two.
What's the over under on Bison dropping 40 kills here in the hardpoint?
Of Bison. I mean, it just
on Summit
I just feel
with
like
a KRM.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like this dude just makes it look easy, but it's honestly super hard to play with a KRM. Of course, Summit allows you to go for it because there's plenty of short distances for you to be fighting on with it. But at the same time, this dude just was constantly pushing so forward onto the enemies that he was on the close range when in theory he shouldn't have been. So if we were to see someone else trying to go for that similar playstyle, I'd love to see something like that, but it is definitely not easy. It is not easy whatsoever to see something like it. But Verdict, everybody seems to be ready, and so are we. Let's get into the fight for the second quarterfinal match of this Mobile Mayhem Europe.
Yep, there we go. We're getting into the thick of it now. This is now or never. We've already made our predictions. Team Mobility, will you rise up to the occasion and close this one out? Or will we see a little bit of a fight back here? It's all going to be determined in this map number 1, obviously. We still got, at least 2 more to go. But I feel like you set the tempo, set the pace, the intensity high, set yourself for success. You've damn near got every opportunity to do so. And with the sea of yellow kills in the feed, that just means one thing. That means that is going to be the objective being held hostage here, captive, but not a fight back so far. Boris going to finally insert himself in the equation. Got a little bit of a rebuttal. So far, so good here for Team Mobility.
Everybody using their CBR with the exception of Sorky with a Krieg 6, but everybody else just rocking with this submachine gun with his SMG. They're gonna be losing control, but quickly getting it back. Double kill there for Honor, making it 4 for him. Honor with 4 kills, trying to defend from the outside of the hill, finding a couple extra ones, going for the third one, but gets executed by Brody. The fight will continue. A great read taken away by the hands of Blue Kings, but let's see for how long. We're moving on to point number 2. Sorky seemingly be struggling, at least so far in this game, but now with a crossbow, got a kill at a distance. I'm sure they would have loved to see that. And honestly, I would love to see the crossbow be used slightly more often. I feel like it's not the greatest one, because it is not, obviously, but it's always fun for me to see it,
Oh yeah, it's always fun to see it. Right now, it's fun to see this one being so damn close right now. It's 10 points separating these two teams. It's going to be a little bit more after a little bit of time onto this catwalk hill. 34 seconds left to go. A little bit of a scramble here for the boys of Team Mobility. Maybe we kind of gassed them up too much. Legacy says, absolutely, Verdict. The Bison in hand, looking pretty damn good. 2 in the feed for him. That's going to be enough for the closeout here in this catwalk scene. Now, kills coming through for him. 10 on board. Locking it down solo. Pulls out the claw, gets instantly dropped. It is Aether who's going to insert himself in the equation. So, back and forth we go. It's all about P3. Focus now is... You see Storm, he's been picked up by this team going into the quarterfinals, and it's absolutely a beautiful shoe on the foots of Team Mobility. So we'll see if they can rack up a little bit of points off this first initial opening. They're going to have the advantage as well as the spawns, but they're going to have a little bit of a deficit to recover. We'll see if they can close it out and close that gap as well.
Right now, there's General Gore using the claw, trying to go from the main entrance, but there's Honor with a Pred missile and a 3-piece super clean, and no one can get in his sight. No one can get in here now. Not only the score streak, but also the Sparrow gonna get 2, gonna get 3, gonna go for 4, but Zed is gonna stop him. Still dies, bites the dust, a double for Ether. No one can get inside. You were talking about how important P3 was gonna be. That is gonna be 30 seconds completely uncontested for TMGG. The side of Team Mobility doing an outstanding job with the weapons, with the operators, with the score streaks. No one can even think to get remotely close. General Gore at the end will be getting those 15 seconds, and actually we will continue to make it up for a close matchup, but I don't know if that's gonna be good or not, because the other side of TMGG are already thinking about rotating for P4. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe those kills, those scrap time seconds were not worth it in a way, unless they go for a quick retake in here, though.
Yeah, it's a pump and dump. You pump a lot of energy into P3, you dump the spawn, so it's a double-edged sword where we see Blue Kings, kind of get that scrap time and close the gap, take the lead back, but it's at the expense of losing out on the rotations over the news. So right now, it's a little bit of a struggle here in the P4 site. 3 players drop instantly. Things are just looking so much better here for Team Mobility here in this P4 rotation. Finally, a break comes through. It's going to be Gore and Zed leading the pack. Zed now last one standing. Big kills on Biz. No free handouts here on this P4 hill. It's going to be Zed locking it down and might be able to take the lead back in the hands of Blue Kings. And this one's actually been very close, but if you recall back to our first series of the night, Hardpoint started close on those first 4 sets of hills. We're getting geared up for a P1 reset. This is where things can get out of hand. Lee going to be transferred back over, successfully over into the hands of Blue Kings, who have managed to keep this one tight-knit. We'll see if they can handle and withstand the trials of what comes of P1 resets.
Spicy game. Currently loving it. Brody now with a double kill. P1 reset going in the beginning of it. Slightly in favor of Blue Kings, but let's see for how long. Currently inside of it is Hardin 2. Hardin 2 with the help of his allies from the outskirts of it. Trying to survive. Nate's here and there now pushing from behind. There was Sorky. Sorky and Ether getting a couple of kills. Not going to be enough. Said with the retake alongside with General Gore. Let's see for how long General Gore trying to survive. Not gonna be possible. Sorky here doing a great job. How many? Have you seen Sorky just getting so many kills with that? Yeah. This dude be wilding. Like I was saying that he was not the greatest, but maybe in the hands of Sorky, it's a completely different story, isn't it?
Yeah, a little sticks and stones here in Summit. Absolutely beautiful. Right now, it's 131 to 108. As flashy as those kills were, they do not translate to hill time. Is a little bit of recoup here for the boys over at TMGG. Let's go ahead and double down for a listen in, as we're going to go ahead and get geared up for our first one of this series. It's going to be with TMGG nonetheless.
Be careful. Be careful. They spawn Xitium. 1p3, 1p3.
P3, top control. I spawned out, I spawned Xitium.
Meow! Side dead. One connector.
One dead.
Green dead. Yeah, Xitium. We have split spawns.
Flash inside.
Dead inside.
Connector no.
Stop.
Oh, one for grid, I did that. One spawn. Watch for grid, guys. Be careful.
One flip.
One Xitium. We spawn
One bottom, inside. Nice.
What's already new P3?
Let's push together.
I spawned out.
Boxy, P3. Nade,
Yo, I don't know who purred in chat or meowed in the VC, but that felt kind of forced. Just let it come natural, homies. Yo, right now we're looking at it's 146 and 136, but P3 opening up. Guess what? It's Blue Kings. They're all over the objective right now.
Sir, yes, sir, they are right now. Things under control, but let's see for how long. Currently trying to stay alive. Legacy gonna be executed. The next one in there is Said. Falls through the same path. General Gore trying to fight back at a distance, finding a kill, going for the double and getting a great double kill for General Gore. Keeping things under control for the side of Blue Kings. Great job done by them. They may have lost control slightly for a few seconds, but overall, they've been doing a great job this game. They are constantly slightly on the upper hand of the scoreboard, and that is just something that I was not expecting whatsoever. 175 to 145. 15 seconds or so left. The rotations are going to be made onto P4, and verdict. I think I questioned too hard on the side of Blue Kings' abilities to fight on respawns, and in here they're just proving to us that they're still capable of fighting back. And not only that, they are getting an insane amount of control, that even if they cannot get the most kills, because I feel like they are still not necessarily the one with the most kills just yet.
Yeah.
The control overall as a team has been unmatched.
Yeah, they've gotten the kills where it matters. Right now, we're going to jump in when it matters. P4 breakdown. Looking like a breakdown for TMGG. Let's see if Blue Kings can continue to capitalize on those kills that are just absolutely clutch inside of the objective.
Rotier raus. Einer top. Stop.
So dead.
Zwei Container.
Noch einer.
Push next. Die haben das. Push nicht von Sisters. Die haben das.
Ja, ich bin schon.
Da ist einer selbst, Klaus. Ich muss davon gehen, Digga. Ich muss das Gott. Ich hab das.
Schön.
Unter ist links. Links. Nice.
Dead. Green, die spawn green.
Ich hab Top, Control.
Ich guck jetzt noch.
Bottom B2.
Nice. Wir gewinnen hier. Let's go. Ist meine Green.
Bottom B2.
Alle rein, spawn, alle rein.
Ey, one shot.
Oh my, I meant to leave a little earlier than that, but I could not leave. Blue Kings got columns on lockdown. They also got P1. A little bit of struggle, but, I mean, they've done a lot of work, Gil. Break on P3. Holds on P4. Break on P4. Hold on P3. Absolutely magnificent. Only 5 seconds away from closing this one out.
5 seconds away, they are trying to get it. Zed is fighting in the middle of it, getting a kill, but still not gonna be enough. One more enemy alive. They're trying to get that kill, not gonna be possible. This is TMGG Team Ability unwilling to give this one up. They are still trying to go for the comeback, and maybe that could be a possibility. Or Nor with 42 kills, now using the Sparrow, finding 43, going for some more. Not gonna be enough. Initial control giving to the side of Blue Kings. No one can get inside with that claw machine. Jesus Christ, verdict. We doubted their capability of fighting against the power of Team Ability, but in here tonight, game number 1 on these qualifiers will be in favor of Blue King Esports. My goodness, that is a surprise, and I'm happy. Like they did a great job.
Ooh boy. Talk about withstanding the lengths of a 250 game in Hardpoint. Second set of hills come through. Blue Kings, they double down, baby. Big kills inside of the objective. They're getting the most where it matters the most. They didn't outslay their opponents. They outplayed them. They didn't, out-transition. They outbroke them. They outheld them. It was just all too big of a performance. And we might have underestimated this team. Gil, I said this was going to be a 3-0. I said Team Mobility would come through, handle it like it's another day at the office. Oh, no, it might have dropped 43, but it was not enough to close this one out. Look at the other side. You've got a sea of negativity, but you got a massive amount of hill time. What a game for Blue Kings. 250 to 168. This one wasn't even close. After those first set of hills, they got big breaks in P3s. They got big holds in P4s. It was just a freak of a game. Team Mobility, what happened? Where's your mojo? Where are we at, Gil? 1-0 in the series, and it's in favor of Blue Kings? Shut the front door.
I mean, what else is there to say besides congrats to them? They did a great job. They are showing to me and to a lot more that they are capable of fighting against someone as Team Ability on respawns. And that brings and opens up the question as to what is going to be unfolding for us on this best of 5. Like you said, only game 1 was really great. Throughout the majority of it was close, but at the end, you can see a difference on the score. 250 onto 168. What was there, like 80 points lead going their way? Just good night, verdict. I feel like maybe we got it completely wrong when we thought that the stellar match was going to be the first one of the qualifiers. When in reality, at least this one is beginning to show a lot of promise between the two of them.
Yeah, promises were made. We made our predictions as well. And we're already wrong. I said 3-0, just absolutely dominant fashion. Team Mobility dropped the ball in game number 1. And I think they played a better 4v5 against a better opponent on that map as well. If you recall, a few days back, we had Bison drop like 40 plus and just absolutely freakishly held objectives with that KRM. Well, today, Blue Kings came to play the objective, and that is exactly what the name of the game is. 250 to 168. I mentioned it earlier. Those first set of hills were going to be like the true test. The second set was going to be, you've either got to bring your A game or not. They didn't bring their A game. They brought their objective game and absolutely outplayed Team Mobility. Summit can be a bit of a blender in kills-wise. The interactions were absolutely favoring Team Mobility, but those kills didn't make a difference All right, the kills that mattered the most were the ones that were inside the hill, and I think I caught Gore with like just so many massive breaking kills and whole kills that, I mean, MVP definitely goes to him in that regard, but it was a team effort, and team showed up to play objective today.
I just realized with a minus, like a negative 13 kills for Blue Kings, they got such a dominant victory, and that's I don't know who mentioned between the two of us at some point the fact that maybe they were not getting the most kills, but they were getting them when they mattered the most, and it showed. Like, how do you get an 80 points advantage on hardpoint while at the same time losing that kill department? I feel like it's just wild to me. But anyway, Verdict, we are gonna be starting game number 2 with a lot of action as Legacy finds kill number 1 onto Storm. This is Search and Destroy on takeoff, and Team Ability starting in with a little bit of pain, but then immediately Honor with a retake. Now the 2-for-1 trades, that's gonna be going in favor of Blue King. They are the ones with the slide player lead. Let's see for how long. I want to keep an eye open for Ether. Ether is in a great spot. If he begins to kill the enemies, he could do a lot of damage. He's not gonna find anyone. Finally finds Legacy, gets a kill. Could have been a double, but Zed was too aware of his surroundings to find that kill immediately. That is a 3 versus 2 bomb in the hands of Zed, and it seems like they are trying to push over onto Alpha, but the defense there from Honor is not gonna be easy. Freebies with a kill with a sniper, but then his ally Honor bites the dust. Freebies here. Bison not gonna be capable of preventing that bomb from being planted, so that is gonna be the pressure. 45 seconds on the clock.
Yep, a retake here for the 1v2. I believe Free Biz is Bison, but
Bison,
Brody
yes.
Brody is 100% Brody, and he's gonna be that Brody to close that one out. 1-0 lead. Blue King's bringing the fire here early on. Legacy able to find that first blood, able to pick up another one before he dropped. Big plays here on the attack. You find success early on, you set yourself up for big successes on that defending side. So, first blood's coming through at Score. It's not Legacy this time. I was on board with him because he has been just so astronomically, probably one of the best, most improved players in the game in Search and Destroy, more importantly, but also had a huge factor in the hardpoint as well. First blood's coming through. Again, it was Gore who was able to find the heat. Brody going to be able to find one more, but it's Onur. He's going to be able to find one. And yet again, another pit going to be digged here as Aether and Zorky. Oh my god. I was about to say another pit here for TMGG. I was wrong. It's Legacy who's in a 1v3 pit. Can he dig himself out, though? Aether up top. Staircase. Rotation through a hit marker. No, it's not. It's Aether coming through with the heat as well. And that's going to tie us up as the defense reigns superior here in the second round.
Boy, oh boy, one for each side, tied up as you can. 4 kills for Ether, by the way. I think we should be just keeping our eyes open for him. He did on round 1, but was not able to capitalize. Now round 2, it worked to perfection. Now he gets spotted by Zed. Immediately Zed going for the double, getting it. Zed looking for more. Oh my goodness, could have gotten killed, but his allies were faster than him. Immediately going for the bomb plant. And Jesus Christ, that defense is just going horrendous for TMGG. Freebies and Sorky left alone. Sorky finds a kill onto Zed at a distance. 40 seconds left. Sniper shot onto Harding 2. Changes this one up into a 3 versus 2. Receiving a lot of damage. Sorky pushes into the fountain in the middle of the map. They gotta be cautious. Freebies pushing from the top red side. He may have known that there's someone from behind. Oh my god. Lands that shot. Bison still looking to clutch this one up. He's trying to defuse while his allies defend. Not gonna be enough. Oh my goodness. Legacy and General Gore out there to stop that defusal from happening. That round will be going in favor of Blue King. Verdict, don't you feel like recently we've had so many offensive victories on takeoff? Like, what is the deal now?
I don't know. That one almost got butchered, though. That almost got, like, the bag almost got fumbled. I don't know what was breaking down. I think it was just Bison and whoever was left alive there for that last round. I believe it was Aether. Memory serves. Maybe it was Zorky. I can't even remember. It's the mind of a goldfish. Right now it's Zorky and Aether put in work. They're going to be able to find one apiece. Legacy is the last one alive, and this one is not going to be an attacking win. The offensive strats have came through 2 rounds solid. Not in a row, but 1 for 1 we've gone. looking like we might go for another one-for-one scenario here for the defense to find another victory for themselves. Legacy's clutch factor has been astronomically high these past few Search and Destroy rounds we've seen in games past, not necessarily in this one. It's only sitting on 3. But it's been the collective effort for Blue Kings who have prevailed in, one of the biggest hardpoint wins for them of the season. Biggest one to date in this quarterfinals. Right now, it's all about the Search and Destroy, though. 1v3 style. 50 seconds on the clock. Bomb is down in no man's land, and Gil, I don't know if this one's going to be clutchable with the amount of time plus the amount of players he's got to take down. It's got to be pinpoint accuracy here with this Koshka.
Yeah, and I do believe that they know where the bomb is at. He didn't even realize that Sorky was haunting them from above. The demon from above there just playing like a hawk. Eventually finds that kill. Number 4 and evens numbers once again. But the side of TMGG is on defense, and them struggling is not necessarily a good side. Is not a good way to be playing in here now. Freebies finds a kill onto Legacy, but then once again Gerald Gore. The key part on the beginning of these rounds has been Gerald Gore, without a doubt, almost always finding the first blood. Now going for the second onto Sorky. Gerald Gore, my goodness. Ether answers back by eliminating Brody, but the question is that going to be enough? Seth finds another kill. Gerald Gore eliminates Storm, or Nor bites the dust by that double kill from Seth. The advantage once again in favor of Blue King. The advantage once again in favor of the team who are on offense. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that I don't know what to think anymore.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ,
I think that's the best way to go. We've seen some of the most backwards rounds here in Takeoff recently. Like, we talk about this map being defensive heavy, and so far it's been a brute force push from the attack that has left the defense kind of lacking. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the defense being too aggressive. As you can see, Aether gonna get dropped off the rip. The trade's looking for Onur, trying to get the bodies count. Brody plays the head glitch to a T. Storm and Zorky left on their own. This one is brewing for disaster, but Storm dropping the sniper, pulling out the CBR. Gonna be able to find 2, but it's not enough to hold off this push towards the A side. Zorky needs to go big. Legacy pulls out the deagle and goes bigger. 4-2 lead as we flip sides. What are we watching, Gil?
What in the world are we watching? 4-2 lead for the offensive side as we flip spawns. A 4-2 lead for Blue King Esports. Oh boy, am I interested to see what's going to be the deal on the second half of this one up. Right now, I want to keep an eye open on Harding 2. He's in a great spot right now, and could be patient enough to wait for an enemy to walk by. So far, Team Ability are not too interested on pushing too strongly, so you're gonna have to wait for quite a lot, Harding 2. You'll have to wait, my friend. TMGG, they know they're losing, and they know they're not in a great spot, so making sure that they are not committing any sort of sin, any sort of mistake, falling through where they shouldn't. Harding 2 gets spotted, begin to shoot at him. The freebies there takes the sniper shot onto Harding 2. Bison, I'm sorry that you probably got your account banned, but that name's so funny to me, you know? I know it's not supposed to be freebies, but it kind of sounds like freebies to me.
Yeah, and you sound great, Gil, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you my emulator just crashed, so I'm trying to get back into the action. I'm not sure what's going on here. Yeah, it's been since the beginning of the round. Bro, tell me what's happening. What's up? It's 4-2 is the lobby crash, but huge shout out to Churro Lily who came through with the 45 Raiders. Absolutely OP. Caught me with my pants down though with the emulator crashing.
Well, Freebies got plenty of kills and allowed the team to be pretty much planting the bomb over on the A site. And, well, although that didn't end up happening, Legacy was left alone and died. So that's going to be a point for the offensive side. I don't know what changed on this map, but it seems like, I don't know where it is now, an offensive kind of map on S&D. And that's been the way for at least, I want to say, a week and a half or two now. We are starting round number 8, and I want to say, Verdict, are you back?
We're finally back, yeah. Oh boy, we're in shambles right now. First blood's coming through. Zed and Hart or Hart and Onur are actually going to get dropped. Free Biz, giving the business away for free. Making them work for it, though. 7 kills on board. Needs a little bit of support from the team. Aether has been clutch with 7 as well. On the flip side of things, you've got Gore, who has been astronomical with these kills coming through off the bat, but is going to find himself victim to being one of the first trades coming through. 2 for 2 style. Zed, 8 on board, holding down the bottom of P3. We've got 3 players left apiece. A minute left to go on the clock. It's a little bit of a rotation through. Maybe this B hit is open. You can see what I see. We know Zed is here waiting for anybody to rotate through the staircase to top red. We'll see if they can get the intel necessary to get this bomb plant down and covered after pulse plant. So, right now Zorky covering all the angles. Going to go ahead and hop this bomb for free. And Aether trying to deal with the 2 Pesture here on the A side. Brody right here in the corner. That's a free kill if I've ever seen one. Bomb plant down, pulse plant action ensuing. Brody going to be able to fire some more shots, but 2 players left standing here for TMGG. Can they make it happen, Gil?
They definitely could. 3v2 Sorky with a huge kill, but Legacy answering back by eliminating freebies. They begin to... Oh my god, Sorky, you're too far away, my man. Sorky's gonna be too late to the party. And even if he would have been getting there was an enemy coming from behind, so that round heavily going in favor of Blue King. 5-3, getting closer to the Dow, trying to go for it. And, you know, I feel like they can. They certainly can. I want to be looking at Brody. Brody going to be stunned over on tickets. Plenty of people pushing here. Legacy finding the first blood onto Sorky. TMGG is struggling, ladies and gentlemen, and in here seems like Team Mobility are not playing the greatest they could be. Zed finding another kill. Freebies and Honor getting the retake onto Zed and Brody to even numbers out. That is going to be now a 3 versus 3. Bomb on the ground, and it's probably going to be taken by, I wouldn't say Storm, but it seems like he is above. They're not actually thinking about the bomb, at least right now. They're just waiting to get some sort of control prior to actually getting it. Verdict this game, pure madness, pure chaos so far in here tonight. And it seems like Blue Kings are opening the door for success in here. They already took game number 1 and they took it heavy. We've all seen that. So you can't give this for granted on the side of Team Mobility. You gotta keep it real, keep it honest. And I just realized that Freebies, I don't know if, did Bison start playing with a Type 25?
He did.
Am I missing something?
I think the strategy calls for something a little more aggressive, and that sniper is going to be held back, but Legacy said I could be aggressive or passive. Calls the bluff, picks up the Type 25 for the secondary. Shots are crisp. 1v3 style. It's Onor left alone. Gonna be able to get some shots in on 1. Gonna give away his location with 20 seconds left to go. This one's a losing battle. Gore gonna be able to peek, but he pays the price. Now it's a 1v1. 15 seconds on the clock. Nade being baked. Legacy with the aggression. Drops the Type, pulls out the CBR. We're on map point. Guess what, Gil? Things are looking bright and shiny, but they are not for Team Mobility. Today has not been their day so far. And this is going to be 2 maps in a row. If they can't find a way to reel it back in, this one might be a losing cause, as we flip sides with a 4-2 deficit, and they have not been able to recoup that deficit.
Not at all. General Gore yet again with the first blood. Brody pushing with a shotgun, finding 1 through the smoke. He got a hit marker, went for the kill, but got this call out. Storm with a double, but then bites with dust. Plenty of kills happening at the same time. The 3-for-3 trades. Only Sorky and Honor gonna remain. The bomb is trying to be planted. Legacy pushing forward, finds that kill to Sorky. Honor left alone in a 1v2. Everything's crumbling into the side of Team Mobility. Honor finds the first enemy. Does get the kill, but receives a lot of damage. He gets the intel on the side of Zed, but he's not gonna be able to catch onto him fast enough. The bomb is on the ground, and that is something that Zed should be aware of. And Verdict, oh boy, Verdict, Blue King a single step away from victory. They could get it. Zed, you gotta play smart. And Honor, so do you, buddy. The second they hear that you got the bomb, if you eventually go push for it, they're gonna know, they're gonna pinpoint exactly where you're at. Currently, none of the 2 are gonna be spotting one another. Side on the down part of red, just trying to figure out where the opponent could be at. And I don't know what to expect. Verdict, please help me out here. What's this about?
We're both players on a manhunt. They're covering each and every angle, each and every corner, each and every opportunity to spec or kind of come across anything they see. Right now, it's all about this bomb, and Zed, by his positioning, knows exactly what's going on. So, we're going to be peeking that P3 site, but as soon as he does pick this bomb up, is going to go for the fake plant with 10 seconds left to go. Zed going to fall for the bait. Oh, Nor! Absolutely outplays him.
That's brilliant.
Wow.
That's brilliant.
I've never seen someone just hand around over like that. Zed, bro, you've got to play a little bit more discipline. Even play for that post-plant action. I don't know. He gave it up for free. I'm scratching my head after that one. Is that going to be enough to allow Team Mobility to get back into this one? 2 rounds is the deficit. They got to be flawless through the next 2. They got to get this first one down first, though. This first one down first. Verdict, you're so creative today. Good night.
It is true, though. It is true. They need to get the first one first, and so far, and here, not losing any members just yet. Brody patiently waiting, gonna find the first enemy, doing a lot of damage, but not gonna find the kill. Only a single shot away, but not gonna be enough. A minute 20 on the clock. The side of Team Mobility taking it as slow as they humanly can. Brody finds the enemy, but Sorky does the same thing. Sorky finds that kill onto Brody with a headshot. First blood in favor of Team Mobility. They could have lost it all, but with a insane, a brilliant, a genius play from Anor, they are still alive, up and running. Previous finds that kill onto Zed. It seems like Blue Kings are losing their minds, losing their control over the situation. They could have easily had it, but Verdict called it. It seems like the lack of awareness of what was going on, just straight on pushing for what you thought was happening, not being the case, then dying, or nor finding a kill into Harding 2, General Gore finding one, not enough, Legacy alone in a 1v4, bomb already planted, only 30 seconds on the clock, Legacy has been spotted, or nor yet again closing a round in favor of Team Mobility. Another one into the books for the side of Team Mobility, who are somehow surviving to all of this ordeal.
Oh my.
It could pretty much be taking us onto some overtime.
Definitely looks like it could be a possibility. Again, they got to get through this round. Last round was smooth, cool, collected. Right now, it's a little bit of damage coming through. Gore is going to be able to open up for one. Advantage going to be back in favor of them. See if they can capitalize on it. Ew, baby. Storm creeps right through that P4 door site. Gore calls his number. 2 down. 3 more to go. Biz taking some damage. Gonna be able to stay alive for the time being, and look at the defense. It's a full straight line across. Each and every angle covered. Not a single kink in this one. You're only as strong as your weakest link right now. I don't see a single weak link right now for the side of Blue King. So, Mobility, after losing 2, trying to recoup. Only got a minute to work with now, so we'll see if they can make it happen, Gil.
See if they can. A 5v3. Either with a bomb, Freebies with that CVR. Currently pushing onto tickets. Has been spotted. Seems like has been spotted, but he does not care. With a long shot, finds the kill onto Brody. Immediately repositioning himself, or nor finding another kill onto Harding 2, but biting the dust by the hands of General Gore. Legacy with a kill. Freebies left alone, finding a knock onto Zed. 30 seconds left, and buddy, you gotta make it quick, you gotta make it fast, you gotta be pushing forward, gonna find another kill onto Legacy, only one alive, that is gonna be General Gore. 1v1, General Gore with a sniper, Freebies, Bison with the CVR, 20 seconds left, he's pushing forward to see what's gonna be the deal now. He's not seen the enemy just yet, losing a lot of time, has no idea what's going on, will get control over the bomb, but that might be too late. General Gore with a sniper has a clear view onto where the opponent is at, and with a headshot, a clean headshot, will take that kill onto the last member alive for Team Mobility, and Blue Kings are doing it, are here to play and are here to win with a 2-0 lead. They are gonna win game number 2 on S&D takeoff. Jesus Christ.
For a second, I thought Biz was gonna be able to hand over another, like, clutch
yeah,
where we
was
saw
so
Onur
close.
did in that last round. But I gotta say, Gore, that was the best rotation you could have ever made. That is exactly what we should have seen, if not anything. I mean, there was a lot of time wasted, and you allowed it to, get to the point where you were forced to jump out of the site. I don't think he was forced to jump out of the site, but Zed, you got to play it a little bit cooler than that. Gore read it like a book, made the rotation over into the spawns of the opponents, just waited for that bomb pickup to come through. He knew exactly what was going on. Called the bluff of Bison, who, even if he did not try and get that bomb plant down, was not going to be able to get the kill. Didn't have enough time to get that bomb plant down. Just too much time wasted. So, very well played from Blue Kings. Second time around. That first time, that clutch was just absolutely crazy for Onur. It said you can't give it away for free like that. We're heading over to Control. It's a 2-0. It's not a 2-0 for Team Mobility. Right now, they are getting the business handed to them, Gil. What did they have to do to turn this one around?
I honestly don't even know. The side of Blue Kings were doing a great job, with the exception of a few mistakes here and there. It was a well-earned victory, and I just feel like when they actually picked up the pace on the side of Team Mobility, being a single step away from losing for such a long period of time, at some point there's always the possibility of falling through with it, and that's exactly what happened. Onur was able to clutch it up for the squad once, but it seems like the team was not able to do it twice, and well, they are gonna take the L. We're getting now ready for game number 3. That is gonna be some control over on standoff. And ladies and gentlemen, we thought that we could see a 3-0 for the side of Team Mobility, and it seems like Blue Kings were here to do the exact same opposite. It's still not over, because it is clearly not. We're moving onto control and standoff. Anything can happen over there, but I don't know, man. If I don't know, Jesus Christ, is actually, yeah, Blue Kings are gonna be on defense first on control as well. Verdict, are we gonna see like something? I don't want to say it too loud, but are we gonna see it?
I don't know. I think standoff, if my memory serves me correctly, is one of those maps that can be very attack heavy, can be, a little bit of an opportunity to raise some hell, but the defense definitely, once they get into that spawn trap scenario, if the defense has a lot of map control over your spawn site, you've got nowhere to go. You got nowhere to spawn. Standoff is just one of those maps in control that doesn't have a great rotating spawn set, where if you're getting pressure from tractor, if you're getting pressure from the back alley, you're not going to know it until it's being hit, and there's practically nothing you can do after it's been activated. So the team that can activate a decent spawn trap has an opportunity to win defensive rounds. Other than that, you've got to win your gunnies in wide open. You got to keep mind of, once you give up that control on the B site, it's kind of hard to get back at it. So this is going to be the decision maker here, or deciding factor, who is going to be moving on to face off against Stamina. Right now, Blue Kings, they're 2 games in. They just need one more to close it out. I think they have the potential to do it. It's just all about execution now.
Okay, well, you heard it, folks. And while we are at it, are you actually 5'2"? Someone said it in chat, and I
100% correct. Yeah.
Is that accurate? Is the thing?
Highly accurate. I am
Okay,
literally
well,
the
that
shortest
note.
caster in COD Mobile.
Nah, it cannot be the case. That'd be funny. I just find it funny how, like, for the past month or two, it's been more and more of a high talk over on Twitter between a lot of people and content creators. It's just super funny to me to see all of that.
Did you find it funny that Sanho was actually Hezbollah? Like, he is actually the same height, just everything about him. He had to come out. I mean, once they had to meet up in London for the Warzone drop, Warzone mobile drop, he got exposed, and he has 100% accepted that. So I thought that was the funniest thing about the trip. So I saw a lot of pictures on Twitter, and I was like, bro, Sanho is short, bro. He is so short.
Oh, yeah. I saw the picture where they were talking about the thing that he had on his shoes. I was just losing it, man. I was losing it over the weekend. It was mad funny, like mad love to you, but it was hilarious. It was honestly hilarious.
All right, well, this is it. Now or
It's
never.
been wild recently, hasn't it?
Oh man, it's been crazy. I try to stay off of it because it's been super toxic, but outside of that, it's been some pretty good times, some pretty good vibes. The blue check marks or the Vault check marks are kind of like silly, but I get it if you're from a creator's perspective. But I mean, it's basically taken away the one great thing that Twitter had, which was verifications, and verifications are now just purchased. Not that they weren't purchased before. I heard a big allegation or a big scandal that went on outside of yeah. I mean, yeah.
Alright. Game number 3 verdict. Some control, some standoff. Game number 3, Blue Kings with the opportunity to clutch it up. Will that be the case? Well, we are about to find out. Right now, looking at Storm, another time verdict that we see a mythic with that seasonal camo. And you know what, if I'm being honest with you, I haven't been able to play the tournament thingy for it, and I think I should. Like, these weapons look mad great with that seasonal camo. I don't know if it's actually called magma or not, but it just looks fire.
It does. It looks fire as well as the shots that came along with it. Right now, it's Storm who's going to be sent back to the spawn. No traction on either side. Clock is rolling. Zorky going to be able to find one heady right there. Brody's going to be sent back to his. Still no progress on either side right now. It's a lot of time being wasted. 50 seconds on the clock. You've got to push towards one of these sites. But as I mentioned, that back alley push could definitely be something that will come back to haunt you if you allow that rotation to come through. Right now, it's Onur who's going to shut it down. So, Hills hop, 45 seconds on the clock. Make it 47 to be exact. Aether is there, and he's not. It's going to be Biz who's going to be able to pick up slack. Still no kills on board for him or... Well, never mind. Aether just picked up his first, but... So far, so good for the defense. It's they've kept things close. But more importantly, they've kept the opponents off B. Wrong! How did you let Zorky get through enemy lines?
Careful about that. Now he gets the call out, finds the kill, goes for the double holding too. Going to be able to defend for a little bit longer. 40 seconds left, but like you mentioned, TMGG just being pretty sneaky and making sure that what could have been only 40 seconds feels like a whole lot more in here. 2 ticks about to unfold on Alpha, looking to find some more. That is great job done by them, but let's see what follows after that. General Gore from the top side of Granny's, going all the way down to the bot, waiting for someone to walk by, but that's not going to be the case. Now pushing from the rooftop, gets executed by Storm. Only 9 laps left for Team Mobility, but all they gotta do is defend Bravo, and that's exactly what they are attempting to go for. Legacy defending the right side with that Creek 6. From the middle, there's General Gore. They are building a wall on the side of Team Mobility. Jesus Christ, no, on the side of Blue King. And it's gonna be really, really tough for Team Mobility to try to walk through. Look at that.
Oh man, it has been a very close one, but things getting a little out of hand. Team Mobility not able to handle the smoke that Blue Kings have just magically appeared with the day. Man, I did not anticipate Team Mobility to lose more than one map. They have not only done that, but they've lost back-to-back. And they are in just a revolving door of pain and upset and disbelief. Scratching their heads, trying to regain, recoup, recollect, forget about what's happened so far, but again, trying to stay focused, definitely difficult when you've got a scenario just like that last Search and Destroy game. You're on the brink of elimination in that, now you're on the brink of elimination in the Control, so from one demon to another they hop. It's not looking good. Free Biz going to be dropped. 1 player left standing. Zorky trying to get some shots to fire off through mid. 10 seconds left to go on the clock. This one's a losing effort. 2 kills going to come through, though. That's going to make it close. If you're Team Mobility, you just need to cover all angles, and it is going to be Blue Kings who does. General Gore, more importantly, the first round going in favor of the defense.
Indeed, and, okay. Round going in favor of Blue Kings. Although Team Mobility's efforts They try their hardest, but still not gonna be enough. Now pushing through back alley. There's General Gore finding kill number 1, but then getting spotted by Honor. Honor then dying to the hands of Zed, who continues to push through the side of gas station. Zed pushing for more, doing a lot of damage. Finds Sorky in front of him, but Sorky gonna be capable of finding that kill. Now Brody with the death machine will find one. Brody with the death machine finds another couple of enemies, but not gonna be able to land any of those shots. With the help of his allies, are pushing forward 27 to 27. Really interesting approach, if you were to ask me, by the hands of Blue King. But in a way, seems to be working out. General Gore with another double kill for him. That is going to bring up that number onto 9. Looking for the number 10. Not going to be the case. 25 to 23. I just feel like this game is going to be getting a lot more interesting, because right now, Verdict, everybody on the side of Team Ability has the option of using an operator. We got the Claw, we got the Sparrow, and we also got the Vortex Machine by Ether, who is right now onto enemy spawn. Ether on enemy spawns goes for the kill onto Legacy, but Legacy with a single quickscope takes that shot onto the opponent. Fight still as tight as it can be. And what do you say about going on to a quick listen?
Let's wait. Let's hold it for the next round. Right now, it looks like this one might come down to a quick cap. If it does go through, we'll go ahead and jump in with the side of Blue Kings. But right now, I mean, they're trying to hang on by a thread. It's 20 seconds left to go. They're going to be able to get that ticket progress on the A site. Lives almost at a draw. It's 2 life advantage in favor of Blue Kings. Make it 1 is Free Biz coming through with an absolute fire approach. Zed going to shut him down on the bottom side of the staircase. Aether finds the 3-piece, clears the hill. And this is it. It's a time to roll. You've wasted a lot of time on these pushes here, Blue Kings. It's not looking like it's going to pan out after a huge investment of almost all your operators. Right now, you're banking on Zed to hold his alpha. I don't think that this would be the ample opportunity to pop one with a 7 to 11 life deficit with also 3 seconds to go on the clock.
Right now, General Gore, Hardy, and 2 and Brody are inside. 2 ticks are going to come through. They're getting also kills. The nades are raining from above. General Gore with the defense gets the kill, but bites the dust at the end. They are so close, Verdict. So close, yet so far from capturing. And on top of that, they only had 2 lives left. You were absolutely right. That round could have been prolonged slightly longer, but you cannot prolong the fact that you've lost so many lives. That is going to be tying out this score, 1 for each. And, alright, I want to go a little bit more with Zed. Zed has been one of the players to watch, I feel, throughout this series. I'm intrigued to see what he's going to be doing now, thinking about pushing through back alley. He's completely right. There's Honor over there. Gonna be pushing with the Bison without checking that corner first. Dying to the hands of Honor. Honor with the double. That is a great start going in favor of Team Ability. And on top of that, there is Freebies currently using the Vortex Machine to get a few extra precious seconds. And with the help of Storm, they took a tick away off of Bravo.
Yeah, they did. They did a little bit of the hard work first. Saw a little bit of that happening in the second round for Blue Kings. Well, Team Mobility, they're trying to do it as well as getting some double time here on this A site. 1 ticket progress coming through. Minute left to go on the clock as it's been stopped. A lot of investment here for the defense. If it fails, they're giving away this site for free. They're going to have to answer to Team Mobility here on this B side rotation, which already has 1 ticket progress. So with this clock being extended, I think now would be a better time for the listeners. Let's go ahead and buckle up for one with the side of Team Mobility. See how they sound off here as this A ticket progress comes through to extend around for another minute.
One monkey bottom, one monkey bottom.
One top.
Putain.
One
Enter
top
killer, nice.
Don't forget.
I have my claw.
Granny, be careful, Granny.
Yeah, Granny.
Broken.
One boxes, trophy boxes. One Deli, 1 HP.
Dead.
Let's go, fuck them. Let's go Storm and you. One bottom,
one green trash.
Watch my back.
Yeah, I got your back.
One green trash.
They have claw, too.
Mais ouais, je me fais wallbang, sa mère.
Nah, the claw.
One David, retract. Okay, let's push together again.
I play tractor.
Play for life. We got...
All right, a little bit of trouble in paradise right now. I mean, we were looking at a big B hit that resulted in only 1 tick of progress. They only need 1 more to close it out, Gil. Based off what I'm seeing so far, the kills are at a dead even draw as the advantage is going to be handed over. Aether going to be able to find one Laggett and Zed. Utilities pop now as Operator's going to get dropped yet again. Free bits! How do you win that one? That was devastating. Waste of a claw for Legacy. And on top of that, you got Bibbs who's sitting on 10. 4 lives and counting here for the defense. The attacking strat's looking pretty immaculate right now, Gil.
My goodness, everybody just bouncing bullets with that claw machine now, but I'm still questioning the aggression coming down from the side of Blue King, but so far 30 seconds left to take the remaining that is needed by the hands of Team Ability right now. Either finding another kill, a 6-3 lives on this department, and I don't know why they constantly push and overexpose themselves, but it could work out, could not be the case right now. Sorky's pushing forward with a Sparrow. Keep an eye open for Sorky. Sorky with the jump shots. Sorky doing a lot of damage. Either with one, Sorky with another. They need one more kill. And Sorky will get it. Why in the world is Blue King doing that? I have no idea. They completely gave away a round that should have been theirs. And that is going to be bringing in a perfect opportunity for the side of Team Ability to take us into a game 4. Let's see if they're able to do it, as they are now back onto defense with a clear view of what could be upon them. On Nor finds the first blood with that nade. Pushing forwards, there's Sorky for more. Sorky pushing with a Krieg 6. Pushing here onto Delhi. Kills out of distance. Blue King messed it up on the last round and will now try to go for a retake back on round number 4.
Yeah, round number 4 looking promising here for the defense off the rip. We've got a narrow life count. No progress on the A site. Gore trying to clear the path for success. Aether right here on the vicinity on the inside of this courtyard, but shots coming through. Storm going to be able to deal the damage and shut him down. Nobody able to get successfully onto either point so far for the attack. And this might be it. Let's go ahead and dive in for a quick listen. And Blue King Esports right here on the brink of losing this game number 3, losing the opportunity to close this one out in the 3-0 fashion. Let's see how the morale sounds and if they can rally back for another hit.
Push to it. Okay, push fast. Wir müssen contesten, Jungs. Ich bin Statue, komm.
Schon bei dir.
Guck, ich komm, Boxes.
Ich bin
contesten. Ja, halt das Statue. Halt das Statue Mitte.
Mitte, Statue. Top Granny ist also Sniper.
Die andere Statue, ich will
hinter uns, Jungs. Bottom blue, Spawn Trap.
Bottom blue, Sparrow. Top blue.
Ja, Top blue in unserem Spawn.
Aether immer noch blue.
Ja, er hat mich immer noch.
Wir müssen auf B. Schau mal das Statue. Einer broken hat mich, schade. Okay, jetzt ganz langsam Killy. Langsam. 7, 17, wir kriegen das hin.
2 sitzen Hastings. Top blue.
Bottom, Garden, Digga.
Blue low stairs.
Garden, ja, hat mich.
Oh boy, Aether, how long were you in the spawns of the opponents? Long enough to extend this one, ladies and gentlemen. You thought this was over in 3. Guess again. We're heading to a second hardpoint. Team Mobility with a little bit of life left. Gonna be able to pull off the control win 3-1 fashion. Good freaking night. What a game. What a way to extend this one. Because we were thinking 3 or 2 back-to-back 3-0s. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast.
Not so fast. Congratulations to the side of Team Ability for capitalizing on the enemy's mistakes. They realized that they didn't have that many lives and maybe the time could have been a problem, but they made sure to push efficiently, push on time, and make sure that those kills came through on the very last second. And well then, closing it up quite easily now on the very next round on defense. Great job done overall. Team Ability, you said it, bringing it home now for a 2-1 series. We will be jumping in a few moments onto the next one, but for now, GG's for them. They just did a great job, you know. I feel like they had it super difficult on plenty of different moments, but they kept a head cool, calm, and collected. And as such, it paid off heavily for them. We're moving on to some more, and I don't know, I feel like I can only wonder what could have been the meaning throughout that decision making, sorry, by the side of Blue King, but I can't get behind it. You know, I don't know why they were so aggressive on that round number. I think it was round 4 or something like that, or 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Round number 3, where the attack win came through, the defense. All you needed to do was make sure that you held the point. B was one that they invested a lot of time into, you know, holding off that progress. But with that being said, they didn't have any mid-map control, and the life count was extremely close, and we had more than 20 lives. That's a recipe for disaster. I mean, you've got 2 minutes on the clock, you've got a little bit of time to play with, you've got a lot of lives left for your opponents. You didn't do yourself a service by holding off that A side push as well as you needed to, and they paid the price with giving away a defending round, and ultimately that was their devastating factor. I mean, they couldn't reel in one attack win for themselves. They tried twice. Both times look just absolutely dead in water. You look at Mobility's first round, they had it close. They got that first tick of progress onto A and extended the game, but they couldn't get the breach on the B side. And that's the objective right there. You gotta not only sustain your life and play it to the fullest on the attack, but you've also got to brace yourself for, you know, those waves of players that are going to drop making that B side rotation. Too lost in translation. I think their first attack hit was just a round wasted. I don't think they had banked on Team Mobility winning a single attacking round, and that was their demise, because after that first round, that second round on the attack, you just saw it. I mean, it was just a blender of kills that, sure, you've got B, you know, cap, but you had 4 lives left afterwards. So you got to think these things through. You got to play it like chess. You can't play it like checkers.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. It was just a lack of understanding of what was going on, just brute forcing your way into a certain specific area. That was important, yes, but that was not the only focus that you had to go through. And as such, well, you paid the price. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Control. That was game 3. And we're gonna get a game number 4 now. There's gonna be some hard point over on Slums. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting spicy. This is getting better by the second. I don't know what is gonna be waiting for us, but I am so happy to be in here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Who should we be getting first, actually, Verdict? Who do you think is gonna be important now on this one?
I think Onur has fried this series. Let's go ahead and give him some limelight, as the kills are what people want. So let's see if he can get them. There it goes, first one in. Aether and Onur are going to be able to tag team for 2, but Gore are going to be able to find 2 as well. Remember his game 1 performance? Well, he didn't drop 40 kills, but he picked up a ton of objective kills, and man's had to have been AFK right there. Yeah, he's probably reconnecting. TMGG sold the first hard point, banked on a ton of kills to pay out, and it didn't. Right now, it's them trying to regain and regroup afterwards. Score is still not moving. This is very tough. I think Mans has been DDoSed. There's no way that you're going AFK. Oh, but Mom's called. Mom, you could just send her to voicemail at this point.
Yeah, that was bad. All right. Well, so far, Legacy with no kills, Brody with 2, Set with 3. Set pushing through the mid side. The Control, not only of this point, is in favor of the side of TMGG, but also the point number 2. They are trying to get the spawns, and that is going to be working to perfection for them. Inside of it, there's Freebies with a Holger, spraying and praying, doing a lot of damage, and finding a kill onto General Gore, just using almost every single bullet off of that Holger. Eventually, finally has to reload, but doesn't matter too much. Still alive, up and running, with things under control. TMGG may have lost round 1, may have lost game 2, but on game 3, they did it. They came through with it, and now on game 4, they're doing a great job to avoid losing control over their own future, over their own destiny. Right now, double kill for Sorky. Great job done. Brody trying to push inside. Finds a double kill, but immediately bites the dust. 25 seconds could be extra for the side of Team Mobility if they do it great enough. And it seems that's exactly going to be the case. The side of Blue King will begin to rotate onto the next area. That is going to be a a decent advantage to have on the first 2 kills, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is 40-point advantage. If you remember rolling into P3 in Hardpoint, it was pretty similar, but on the opposite side. I think Team Mobility lacked in the objective department early on, and things just kind of spiraled out of control after that first set of hills. So let's see if they can do a better job on some of these value hills. They did a full 60 almost in P2. Right now, it's the rotation that is going to prevail. So far, so good for Blue Kings. Trying to lock it down, trying to reel it back in. Only 30-point deficit. Honor here for the breach. 3 players surrounding the area. Hit from one side, make it 2. It's Storm going to be able to find the trades. They're going to be able to get the hill. Brody on the prowl. He's got the backstabs. That's going to be the retake right back in favor of Blue Kings. Team Mobility not going down without a fight now. As you can see, they've got the rotation over to P4. I think they're going to be happily content with contesting for what they did, but more importantly, getting that set up for that mechanic rotation.
It seems like Freebies was trying to push for a little bit longer, but doesn't matter too much. Eventually gets killed and spawns on his allied side, on the allied nest. Now, like you mentioned, P number 4. Freebies with kill number 14. Freebies going for 15. Gets only an assistance onto Zed. Doesn't matter too much. They get control onto the next area. The next one pushing was General Gore. Buys the dust. Now, Legacy with a claw. Careful with this operator usage by Legacy. Unfortunately not for him. There's not an honest opportunity for him to do his job with that. And oh my goodness, the feed is just blue all the way, but not because of the Blue Kings, but because of the side of Team Mobility right now, about to get into triple digits. And for the time being, the fight continues by Legacy. Legacy dies. The next one of his hours there. Zed trying to stay alive, not gonna be possible. Great defense of a heal once again being dealt by the hands of TMGG. Now with over 100 points and with a spray and pray triple kill for Storm. No one was able to get through connector. 20 seconds left. They lose a few seconds. Doesn't matter too much. I feel like this game is gonna be right there at the end to have a clear winner, but for the time being, this is just really good for Team Mobility.
It is, and if you're Blue Kings, you got to stop pushing that mechanic shop. One by one they go, they all fall like crash dummies. I mean, it's like throwing your body on the hill is great for some of these maps. This map is not it. The abundancy of head glitches, I don't know if you've ever played Control on it. You already know that A-site is practically impossible to make something happen, and that was basically what we saw on that P4 rotation. Right now, it's Team Mobility getting a huge chunk off the pie here in P number 1 as well. Connecting the dots, shutting down the momentum that was built off the first 2 games so far for the side of Blue Kings. Well, right now, they're up the creek without a paddle. Those kills are necessary on a map like this. This is wide open. If you're not getting those spawns, you're not going to be able to get, you know, the points. And right now, they are not finding the kills, which means they are not maintaining those spawn sites, and it is a recipe for disaster. 20 seconds left to go. They are going to be able to get a little bit of contest or free contest time. Storm says, absolutely not, Verdict. I'm going to go ahead and grief him as much as I can. He's going to get griefed himself. But it's all about P2, where you can already see a massive influence here. Dictating this game so far, so good for Team Mobility. Let's go ahead and hear how they sound now. We'll go ahead and dive in for a quick listen in and see how the morale is over at Team Mobility.
Down.
Mid-stairs.
Pushing stairs.
Let's go, chill.
One more stairs, mid stairs. One more mid stairs.
Oh, I came from mid-stairs.
Mid-stairs. Still.
Throw mid-stairs.
Mid stairs, claw.
I'm watching mid-stairs. I'm watching the spawns.
I'm dead. One more stairs.
One more blue stairs.
I'm watching blue stairs. Watch my mid. One con.
Mid-stairs, the glitch. Dead. Go for
They smoke con.
I'm gonna push the next.
Yeah, push.
So this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the adaptation here for the boys over at Team Mobility. We've got 30 seconds left to go, and you've got Zorky who's already making the call that I'm going next. They want all of this. They want this game to end and it not even be relatively close. Right now, it's 60-point deficit rolling into this P3 site where we saw a full lockdown for the boys over at Blue Kings, but we've got a power-hungry Team Mobility who is not going down without a fight. As a matter of fact, they have taken the fight into their hands, and they have not really given a lot of room here or cushion for the side of Blue Kings to breathe.
real. Right now, Legacy trying to stay alive now with a claw, finding a kill onto 2 different members. A great start of a hold. They truly desperately need it. They want to make sure that this one's over with, but like Verdict mentioned, the side of Team Ability is not a team to go off under without a fight, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. Trying to push through the side of Connector. There's Ether bringing in the opportunity for the squad, pushing forward, doing the most he can, finding a kill onto Brody, pushing for more, finding a double. Great job done by Ether. The retake will be here, going in favor of Team Ability, and that could pretty much bring them onto the 200 points mark. That would be just so key for them, trying to get some control. There's Hardy to the claw without fighting a single kill. Great defense once again going in favor of Team Ability. And not only that, you've said it, they are always thinking about present and future, and because of that, they will once again get the rotation in their favor. 202 onto 139. They got the perfect opportunity to close it up and take us to a game 5. Will the side of Blue Kings allow that to be the case? So far, I'm not too sure if they have a saying on it.
No, I don't think so either. Mechanic, you remember last time around, it was a full lockdown for Team Mobility. Present, future, even past. They're learning from the mistakes. The early rotation over the P3 site allowed them to get that perfect setup. Right now, they're reaping the benefits of a massive amount of streaks, a massive amount of operators being popped. There goes the second Preddy. This might do it. 15 seconds and counting. Not a single contest in sight. Here comes the Grav Vortex. They're shutting down Grave. They're shutting down Bricks. They're shutting down Mechanic. They're shutting down Shop. We're heading to a game 5. It's never chalk, but ladies and gentlemen, this one is over. 250 to 139. Team Mobility able to bring the absolute most fire to the table. Extended this game number 4 to a game number 5. Gil, we've got our money cut out for us here in this one, this series. Definitely delivering, going the distance.
Oh my goodness, Team Ability has done it. They struggled on game 1. They kind of fought back on game number 2. They made it happen on game 3, and on game 4, they came in swinging heavy onto the opponents. An over 100 points lead victory on Hardpoint. Yet again, we get Honor with a 40+ bomb, and this time it does do the job for the squad. Greatly done. 1.5 minutes for Honor, nearly 2 minutes for Storm, more than a minute. Look at all those timings. Maybe not that much by Sorky, only 13 seconds, but everybody putting in the work. Even Ether with over 3 minutes in the heels for himself. This time around, it was just not easy. It was not easy for the side of Blue Kings. They fought back really good on point 1, point 3, maybe point 1, 2, and 3 on the first rotation, but after that they struggled. They were able to fight back constantly, but even when they were fighting back, they were not actually getting control inside of the hard points. And well, we're going to a game 5, Verdict. We are going to a game 5, and with this sort of momentum coming down from Team Ability, I'd be a little bit anxious if I was on the side of Blue King Esports.
Oh yeah, sound the alarms. Reverse sweep incoming. I mean, you need all hands on deck. I think the biggest factor for Blue Kings going into that hard point was you had Gore, who started off with 2 under his belt, and then he just, I don't know if he had connection issues, but after that, he was only able to pick up 5 kills and die 24 times. Bro is definitely lagging. There is something going on there, and if you recall game number 1, if you remember that far back, Gore was getting those entry frags to get the retakes and get those holds just absolutely down and packed. When he is exited out of the equation, when he can't even get a single kill to go in to get those breaks, obviously you've got yourself a little bit of a, a spicy, scenario. Who's going to step up and pick up the slack? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, nobody did. Not a single person did. It was a very, very brutal hardpoint game, and that was a map that Blue King selected. So, just kind of paint a picture here. Takeoff was selected by Team Mobility, as well, or not Takeoff, but Takeoff was selected by Blue Kings, which they won. Slums was selected by not Team Mobility, but also Blue Kings. This next map is selected by none other than Team Mobility. So, This one might be, you know, we might be feeling pain and devastation, but it's not going to be for Team Mobility. It might be for Blue Kings. What started to be a great series has developed into something that has spiraled completely out of control. After the control.
Spiraling out of their own control. That is completely true. Blue King could have, in a way, closed it up, but that was certainly not the case that they went through. We are on the last map. We are on the last opportunity. Team Mobility and Blue King Esports fighting to the death on Raid Search and Destroy to figure out who will be moving on to the semifinals of the Mobile Mayhem qualifiers. What am I doing saying qualifiers? I said quarterfinals is what I meant to say in here. Alright, anyway, said receiving a lot of damage. The push is going through the side of pool side. So far it is being stopped by the hands of Blue King. Legacy with the first blood. Legacy with a double with a headshot onto Storm. Legacy looking for a triple, and I think he kind of knows where the opponent is at, keeping an eye open for him. Hiding over there to the corner of pool, there was Sorky. Fortunately enough for him, he's gonna be able to survive that. Picking up some weapons from the ground, but all of his allies are dead. 1v5 about to unfold, picking up kill number 1, going for kill number 2, missing the shot, taking out the Creek 6, but there's Harding 2 to take him down. I was questioning if that momentum for the side of Team Mobility was gonna be too strong onto Blue King, but so far that first round, great done by them.
Greatly done indeed. Legacy finding 3 early on. Said Gore had connection issues in game number 4. I'll pick up the slack here in game number 5, Verdict. Have no fear. Blue King still have a little bit of life left in them. This defense already starting rock solid. Putting up some big waves. It is Gore who's going to be left on an island by himself on ringside. I don't know if you know this, my friend. If you have no reinforcement and you've got 3 players to deal with, he says, I can hold my own. Honor says, hold this shot. Sends him into the next round as we've got a 3v3. Bombs making its way through the ring site. You can see he's got 1 player there on the escort. This is a very questionable call. This B site is very hard to hold without any kind of player advantage. Well, guess what? They're going to take the player advantage is 2 drop instantly. Harden 2. Now going to have to find 3 to close this one out and a defuse. Only 35 seconds left to go on the clock. A lot of ring control being handed off. Nobody there for Hart to take out, get some crisp shots, but look at Zorky. He's in prime position. He's going to be able to close this one out. And an answer back here for Team Mobility, able to strike and get a point on board early on here in the attack.
Sir, they've gone too far. They are not willing to give that for free. So, 1 for each side. Picking up that bomb this time around, yet again, is Sorky. Everybody pushing through poolside. The defense is going to be between Harding 2 and Legacy, but through the smoke, they can't clearly know what's coming on to them. Sorky finds a kill onto Set with a nade. That is the 1-for-1 trade. 4v4. Harding 2 patiently waiting inside a cubby. Pushing out for more. Ether finding a kill onto General Gore. We've seen him lagging in the past. Ether with a double. A nade. Oh my god. Storm with a wallbang onto Harding 2. He didn't even know what was coming. Legacy does find 1. Goes for 2. Missed the first shot. Still trying to find the enemy. Landing the shot onto Storm.
Baby.
Legacy with a clean shots out of distance with his Koshka. We've seen some other players play with it, but he's been rocking this weapon twice in a row now on S&D tonight. Bomb is gonna be planted, but Legacy still with things sort of in his control. Misses the first shot, takes out the CR. He gets to shoot at him. There's 2 of them in front of him.
Oh, he's gonna get this kill. He's gonna get this kill. No, Aether gets dropped. Legacy trying to do the impossible. He had Biz absolutely one shot, but Biz going to be able to stay alive, clutches it down, and that is going to be Legacy denied. Very, very close call there, but not able to get those last shots on Biz. Ultimately, cost him that round. 1-2. 2 rounds solid here for Team Mobility, Gil. My goodness. What a round we just saw.
Oh boy, I definitely thought that Legacy was going to get it, and in a way, I'm not too sure why he thought that the enemy was no longer there on bar, but you know, it is what it is right now. going in the ring side. There's Heather finding a kill onto Brody. They opted for a B push on the side of Team Ability. So far, they've gotten 2 kills. Greatly done now. Sid with the defense finds a kill onto Sorky. Sid looking for the double, but there's the nade from Storm Harding. 2 left alone. Team Mobility with a perfect opportunity to ramp up their advantage, and they will. Freevis with a snipe shot. Bison here to keep things under control for the squad. 3-1 lead, ladies and gentlemen. Something's cooking, and it seems to be smelling a whole lot like Team Mobility right now.
I say, hope it's not, hope it's not Christmas. It's starting to feel a lot like Christmas. It's starting to feel a lot like reverse sweep. It's a brewing. Team Mobility brought their A game here in the Search and Destroy, and so far they've had a 3-1 lead and advantage and has not been transferred back over. We've had 1 tie since the first 2 rounds. Rock solid, commanding lead for the side of Team Mobility since. Right now we've got a little bit more of a stall. Zed might be walking into a trap here if he walks one more step. Look at where Biz is. He's got the sound cue. I think Onur is going to come through for the support. They're trying to deal the damage. Onur's like, bro, you're high, man. You can't be possibly thinking there's somebody there. Oh, there he is. He's lurking. He was snaking it. They deal the damage there and close off that backside rotation. That evens things up. So 3v3 with 1:05 left to go on the clock. Not a commitment in sight for either site. With the intel that we see on the board, I think if Onur pushes out for a little bit more, or Biz pushes out for a little bit more intel, they could possibly get this A hit, and that's exactly what the read is. So, good intel, good scouting, good plays so far. They need to be rock solid moving forward. 45 seconds left to go on the clock. Gil, 3v3 style.
Sir, yes, sir. 3v3. Sorky with a bomb. Smoke's gonna be thrown. No one can see what's going on right now. Sorky begins to plant the bomb. That is going to be the opportunity for another round in favor of Team Ability. Let's see if they do so. 40 seconds on the clock. Sorky looking at the staircase now. Defending from the top side of Sniper Nest. There's Onur. No one's going to be spotted just yet. Freebius with a sniper. No one coming through. There's 2 coming from doubles. Bison finds the 2 of them, but not going to be able to get a kill. Onur finds 1 onto Legacy. 3 versus 2. Freebius missing a shot, but not missing the second. Getting the kill to Harding 2. Brody's left alone. Finds 1, but quickly gets spotted by Sorky. Another one going in favor of Team Ability. Someone saying in there, Super saying, reverse sweep incoming question mark. That question mark is a possibility, and in here, round number 6 before we flip spawns verdict. A great game so far for Team Ability.
Yeah, it's like a reverse of what we saw in game number 2, right? It was a 4-1 lead rolling into the... Well, it was a 4-2 lead rolling into the flip, so maybe even worse than what we saw earlier. Aether clearing it out there on the A site. Bomb has been dropped. 2 for 2 trades we've made. Need to see a little bit of this defense prevail. It's Gore from top red, or top modern, rather. You got Zed, who's going to be ground infantry. Trying to prevent this bomb from going down. Can't do it. That is going to be Aether. Go ahead and hopping it. That's going to put a little bit more pressure here for this 2v3 retake. 40 seconds on the clock. Shots coming through for Zed. Bison, though, cannot be denied. Going to be able to find his 5th. And Gore is all but 1. In this 1v3. Able to clip 1. Biz right here on the corner. Catches the pixel. That's going to even us out. The equalizer coming through. The DLQ. He says, this is my gun. Bison, step aside. He's almost picked up as many kills as he had in the hard point, but right now it's all Storm. Left to go. 15 seconds left. He's got to make the punch. The deal. The body shot. Score. Clutching it up. 1v3 style. And closing the gap just a little bit as we flip the sides. The bleeding is still very fresh here for Blue Kings, but Gore definitely going to give them a little bit momentum rolling into that side flip.
My goodness, General Gore may have had a no ping, no mamas on game number 4, but right now he is frying. That round clutch was just perfect for him, and that certainly allows the squad to still be up and running for business as we flip spawns. The other ones now with the opportunity to bring in the pace they want to on this game. The other ones on offense, picking up the bomb. There's Sed with a Holger trying to push forward. There's Storm with his sniper. Storm with his sniper finding 2. Storm with his sniper about to find 3. Let's see if he does. Missing a few shots. looking onto the red room. No one in there as well. Honor does find the kill onto Brody. Only 2 are left. That's Harding2 and General Gore. Both next to each other, but the opportunity to make it happen, it is slightly fading away from their hands. Bomb is on the ground. They're trying to push forward, but everybody knows where the bomb is at. And the one to defend there first is Storm, who lands yet another kill. Storm on a rampage on this round. General Gore left alone, finds kill number 1, goes for kill number 2. Missed a few shots, goes for the third one. They're pushing for a knife kill! Not a knife! Oh my goodness, no! I didn't even realize who was there running with those gloves, but my goodness, that was so close. General Gore, with the pressure upon his shoulders just being too heavy for him to keep on walking, dies at the end. That's a 5-2, and so close for a dub going in favor of the side of Team Ability.
It is indeed. Excuse my my OBS. I don't know what happened, but apparently it flipped over to the results of the day. But oh, Gore, you had it lined up. You just got to pull the trigger. Free Biz going to be able to get the shots in, but the nade from Zed answers back. Hold this hot potato, he says. Legacy going to be able to find one. We've got 2 for 2s coming through. Bomb plant is coming through as well. Honor, though, pain and devastation. Going to be able to get the kill in. Bomb has been planted. Honor going for the 3-piece to close it out. Legacy does the job. Or not Legacy, but Zorky, rather, does the job. And that is going to put them an inch closer to closing this one out and accepting the reverse sweep in their favor. 6-2 lead. Team Mobility coming up clutch in these later games. They have not been tested since the control, ladies and gentlemen. The hard point, brutal for Blue Kings. This Search or Destroy has been in their pocket the entire 8 rounds. They've lost only 2, but only need 1 to close it out.
Yeah. Game number 5, round number 9. It could be over. Freebies with a double. Freebies with a triple. Freebies with a quadra. Freebies almost with the A's. Not gonna be the case, but this is over. Such a quick round. Oh my goodness. Bison just showing absolutely no mercy. And the reverse sweep will go in favor of freaking Team Ability. My goodness. Oh, getting dragged from that huge mistake on control. Blue Kings paid a price. Team Ability just makes them bite the dust so heavily. Back to back, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the semifinals, we got the final contestant, and that is gonna be Team Ability.
GG's well played. Reverse sweep incoming. It's accepted. Team Mobility come through with the utmost fire there in the Search or Destroy, as well as those last 2 games, the Hardpoint and the Control. An absolute beast of a comeback for them. Said that they were going to be the favorites coming into this series. Well, the first 2 games, ladies and gentlemen, they did not look like the favorites. But when we got into the Control, it's when things got a little bit more stable. Took control of the situation and took it for what it was worth. Got that reverse sweep incoming. Big game coming through in number 5 as this series has went the distance. 11 on board for Bison. Honor saddling up for 9. 7 for Aether, who was just Johnny on the spot with the trades. I mean, you couldn't go around any corner after picking up 1 kill and not expecting him to be there. A beast of a performance collectively from this team. On the flip side of things, you've got some pain and devastation. You had a 2-0 lead. Blue Kings fumbling the bag hard. We're going to go ahead and not fumble this one. We're going to head back to the casting and host desk. Deanna, tell me what happened. What's going on?
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I was not expecting 5 games, okay. I was expecting it's going to be a 3-0. And Team Mobility going to get, gonna get the win with a 3-0. But damn, seeing the first hardpoint at SND, I was like, okay, Blue Kings is coming in hot. But we did start with a good hardpoint, right? For both sides of the teams. And guys, like really, if you really miss this matchup, you should really like go and sub on Verzi's YouTube channel to see it, because this was awesome. Okay, without any spoilers, if you missed it and you just joined now, you should just stop and go and sub and watch after. But yeah, we did start with a good start for both teams, right? We did had the P4 got some early rotation. Oh, sorry. Good start for both teams. And then the P4, we were going back and forth. My bad, because I was having this. Okay, we were going back and forth until the P4 rotation, right? When Team Mobility started to getting an early rotation, and Blue Kings were there actually to get the lead because they were already on the point and managed to get some of the kills faster. The P1 reset extended the lead for Blue Kings, and Team Mobility was getting close, but it was not enough. The P3 reset opened with a good control on the side of Blue Kings, and the lead came in, and then the P1 reset was keep getting contested and pushing towards to P2, right? Where like I was thinking, I think we had like 5 more seconds on the side of Blue King, and like and every time a player from Mobility jumped on the hard point and we didn't had the finish on that P1 reset, but we pushed towards the P2, and there was the first win on the side of Blue King. We did have Legacy with doing an absolutely good job, right? He dropped 38 kills, and then Onur on the opposition, he dropped 43, but was not enough. Going into the S&D, we were going back and forth the first 3 or 4 rounds, and Blue Kings had some good rounds, is extending the lead. But then switching sides started with a very passive round on both sides, and Legacy had some nice clutch most of the times, and some good sniper shots and kills overall. I think he was the one who had the most kills, okay? We had 2 rounds in favor of Team Mobility, but it was not enough because actually General Gore got the lead, and actually he was in a 1v1 situation and managed to get the last kill and got the win on the side of Blue King. Now going into the control, we did started promising with the first round. Okay, we did have a good map control on the side of Blue Kings, but second round was kind of close, okay, but they couldn't really get the cap on the A side, and the time was running out. The operators were burned and there was no success, right? And that was the point when I saw that Team Mobility started to getting a better map control, a better lead, more utilities on the point, more gunfights win, and overall managing to win the next rounds and winning the control. Going into the hard point, it was quite the opposite what we were seeing in the first one. We did started with a good close game, right? But then Team Mobility started to get a lead. They had very good rotations, they always had the spawns, they were always outgunning Blue Kings, and it was quite difficult for them to actually get some points on the hard point. And then at some point there was a P2 reset that was such a good heal for Team Mobility, and they managed to actually extend the lead, okay, and started rotating fast. We were in the VC when he was like, yo, I'm gonna go to the next rotation. They extended the lead, and they actually sent us in a game 5. And Onur dropped again 43 kills, leading the lobby, and Brody was the MVP on the other side, just with 26 kills. Blue Kings had a rough time trying to get on the point and actually holding it. It was not even very close. I think there were like 80 points between them, or I'm not mistaken. But yeah, and then going into the 5th game, okay, we did started with a close round once again, but Team Mobility got a lead. And going into the 4th round, we saw a passive approach from both teams. Okay, nobody was actually pushing, nobody was very aggressive, they were playing for picks, and then before switching side, General Gore clutched a nice 1v3, right? But Team Mobility has such a good map control afterwards that the whole they had that control afterwards the whole game. Like they won all of the rounds and overall won the series. And what I thought is gonna be a 3-0 in favor of Team Mobility was a 3-2, so it was quite amazing to watch them, right? I was not expecting Blue Kings to play so good in the first 2 games, right? But I'm very happy that I managed to see them. Like, they were doing amazing.
Yeah, they definitely made it close. I mean, those first 2 games were very, very, very great for them. Could have gone either way on that Search or Destroy, the takeoff. It came down to a few clutch moments where Gore just absolutely played it to a T, closing it out and taking it in a 2-0 fashion. But I think he disconnected one time in the hard point, and that was it after that. The slums hard point was where things kind of got out of hand, and we saw him drop like a 7-24. Players are responsible for their connectivity, so there's no one to blame in that situation, but he was definitely the player that, in hardpoint in particular, was just absolutely all over getting those breaks early on and maximizing some of those that hill time for him in the summit. But he's out of the equation with connectivity issues and never really got back into the swing of things after that. So it's very unfortunate. Connectivity issues are what, you know, we see a lot of. And, I mean, honestly, there's nothing to say after that. It's GG's well played. TMGG come through with a reverse sweep, and they're going to book their tickets to the semifinals, where I'm taking a look. The brackets look pretty solid. Thursday, what are we expecting? Who's playing who? Gil, do you know what teams are going to be playing on Thursday?
Yes, I do. Just give me a quick second. I'm sorry, I didn't have Discord open. Sure. All right. For the next time you all see us, that is going to be some semifinals, pretty spicy for you all. That is going to be Nova going versus the side of Axabite. Then on the second bracket, there would be Stamina Esports versus the reverse sweep winners, Team Mobility, ladies and gentlemen. So you do not want to miss out on to what's coming on Thursday for Mobile Mayhem Europe.
Yes. Well, it was overall such a great matchup and such a great night for both teams. It was kind of, I was expecting in the first matchup to be 5 games, and in this one just 3, but damn, it was amazing to watch. Yeah, it was amazing to watch teams playing this hard, especially the second matchup. It was quite intense. Okay, and Verdict, do you want to add anything else?
Yes, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go like the video. Make sure you know, you follow Verdict and keep those notifications on. We'll see you a lot on Thursday for the semifinals. It's definitely going to be a banger of a day. We're going to get to see 2 Stage 5 giants handle business. And if you're Nova, you got to start preparing. Those strats got to be solid without giving up way too much, you know, of that Stage 5 energy. Right now, it's going to be it for us today. We're going to see you back on Thursday as we will be closing out. You will be able to catch me and Day on tonight's NA quarterfinals, as Bobby's going to be traveling back from London, and he is just not going to be able to join us. So I think he said he'll be back for Thursday. If not, then I'll see you guys. Well, he'll see us on Saturday for the grand finals. We've got a very weird schedule for everything that's coming through. Was that a turkey? Yeah, that was my ring. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody heard it, but that's going to do us for today. Huh? Yeah. All right, we're going to close it out. We're going to send you over to our favorite streamer. Not sure who that is, but we're going to be signing out. We're going to hear word from COD Mobile. We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. It's a Bug's Life, baby.